Love. Up with love. Looking for love. Yo, 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 yo. What's good, y'all? What's good? It's your boy Prototype Vergo. You already know what the fuck it is. We back. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me tell you. Today has been a hectic day from the YouTube side of things. I have been having a bitch of an itch with my editing software. On God, I have. Like, shit has been a motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Y'all like Big Homie Jimbe? To my side. Big homie, yeah, bro. Jinbei been cooling. Jinbei's back. Jinbei's back. You already know, big homie. Man's just chilling. Or was it the other side? The other side? Whatever. What's going on, folks, man? YouTube. YouTube finally shows me as live. I couldn't be happier. Oh God. Yo, what's up, Fiji? What's up, SARS? What's up, J Wolf? Kozuki Zaki, my man Hunter, Nighthawk, K799, Hunter, again, Amar, Shane Dubs, Tristan, Isaiah, Mincy. We got a gang here. Emmanuel, ACB Drip God, Abdel Zahir, my man Free Boy Frankie. Shout out to J Wolf. I know he's on the other side now. I don't know after the fact. Action Jackson said, is that a washed up well? Hold on now. You better watch it. Yoshi from Walmart said, hella sus. How? This is a very not gay picture. My man Jimbe is chilling on the beach, drinking a beer. What's homosexual? Is that the Moby Dick on short? Wow. Damn, y'all just throwing shots, man. I'm trying to vibe. What's up, Yak? Come on, Jay. We're just chilling, man. What's up? It's a stand. What's up, Glow? What's up, Demi? Like, how is this sus, bro? I don't understand. Bro is just chilling. I'm not over here like bobbing the other side of the picture, dog. Exactly. If Sanji was with his shirt off on the beach just cooling, you'd be like, oh my god, he's so cool. But it's sus because it's Jinbei. Be gone, Jay. Be gone. Wildin'. How y'all doing today? No, Dritz. How y'all doing today, though? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why are so many people upset about the quarantine? I'm saving so much money. Paying $5 to unlock the Def Jam Vendetta Fight for Milwaukee DLC non-silhouetted prototype Vergo. Shout out big homie BDV. First of all, BDV, thank you for another five. You must have sent me five earlier because I'm unlocked. All right, I'm unlocked. What's up, Muffin Master? Yeah, man, we just chilling though. How y'all though been doing, chat? No, I'm happy because YouTube finally got their act together, and I can actually show up as live, so people can actually know what's going on. Low key, Demi quarantine made my life better too. I got actual money in my bank account. I got groceries. I feel like a actual individual of society now. I'm glad you vibing, Penguino. Attack on Titan. Okay, I heard Attack on Titan is good lately. Chihaya Furu? Um, I'm confused. Man's just said a white screen. Oh wow. Guys in the chat, can y'all tell me why do y'all hate Jinbei being back so much? I get it. Jinbei coming back was a little bit anticlimactic, but is it really that much to get all in a tizzy about? Y'all not happy about that my man, the first son of the sea, has returned? None of that? None of that fills your fancy? Hmm? Hmm? Yeah, K7. I mean, K7, I gotta go to work too, typically. I'm just off today. Chili Juice said, I've been cooking my ramen noodles with Fiji water. Oh, you just upper echelon, huh? I did. Okay. Karuta. Y'all talking about something I don't know nothing about, my boy. What's up, Long Song? Person around, I'm like, yeah, it was cool. George, who gives a fuck about Zoro being a Shimatsuki? I don't even want that to happen, my guy. That's 100 pack of ass cheeks. Jimmy coming back with Lady Big Titty, man. Lame as fuck. No, I'm not happy. Yeah. Bro, it wasn't that bad. Let's see who's around. Couple of links up. But I think you guys are a bit overly salty about Jinbei. I get it, and in harping, I did some harping on Twitter too about how it was a little bit forced. A little bit forced about how they couldn't stop Conjuro with all these powerhouses around, but it's all good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He definitely slacked on the execution. But the fact that he came back just filled me with joy. It is what it is. No, ACB, let's not talk about how the Alliance couldn't save Momo. Yes, I agree. They was wilding, but it is what it is. Oh no. We're shoving off to Boston. Martin Luther Jinbei, straight up. I hate it because Oda confirmed that shark fishermen have two male genitals, and Big Mom took them both. That's why he looks normal. Rest in peace to Jinbei's fish sticks. Wow. I had never considered that. I had never considered that. So Jinbei just out here dickless, huh? Wow. Big Mom really took this man's penises. I can see it. Not his dicks. I can see her taking it. Fair assessment. Yeah. How sad. Let's get some of the boys in here. Hi, Oda. I know ACB. Big Mom gets more. Big Mom is. I really wish I was able to drop that video today. I was ragging on Big Mom. Big Mom is so incompetent. It's ridiculous. Big Mom is so incompetent. Like Big Mom just constantly fails to get the job done. Odin is confirmed 12'6". Man would definitely swoop your girl. Oh God, he's taking my shorty. He hooping. I feel
What's good, baby?
him. What's popping?
Nothing much. So you're off today, huh?
Indeed.
Are you usually off Mondays?
Weirdly enough, yes.
I've got
It's all right.
sunshine
Oh boy.
on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, you're my month of May.
He's gonna come in singing, huh?
This is a fire ass song.
I guess you say
Hey, what
what
can
can
make me feel
this
way?
way?
My girl, my girl, my girl. Talking about my girl.
My girl. What's up, Vergo?
Y'all done?
Huh?
Are y'all done?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Why don't you join in?
Yeah. What's wrong with
Oh
you,
man,
bro?
that's for black people.
Oh, so you're not black?
Not today.
All right, OJ.
I pick and choose. I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Okay.
That's also true.
They said Bodega Tracks with Don J. Let's go. Bodega
Okay,
Records.
good try.
Bodega Records, my new recording company. I'm about it.
Oh my goodness. How y'all doing though?
Chilling, got home from work about an hour ago.
Yeah, doing pretty good. Neglecting work, but you know.
Neglecting
Yeah,
work?
well, that's
I
right.
like it.
Yeah. When you're quarantined, you kind of just work from home and stare at the screen until you have something to do. So.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it's not been a busy time because everyone's too busy, you know, doing development work into it. I work as a QA, so I got to test that.
So I'm in IT, so we're pretty busy right now.
Yeah, like
Everyone's trying to work from home.
Yeah, it's like the type. If you're a developer, like you're probably extremely busy right now. You're like trying to like build all these programs to counter the basically effects of coronavirus on society itself. So
Oh, you're strictly
economic
dickly.
wise,
Gotcha.
yeah. So
Strictly dickly.
it's crazy times, man. What about you? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm just sitting here, drinking a high life, enjoying the finer things. I'm so happy that my stream actually finally shows up as live now. Oh my God, there's people here.
I saw it.
Oh my God, there's people.
It's fixed itself now because my
Yep.
music doing fine now. So everything's up, dog.
Phenomenal. Zodiac said, voice so good that I wouldn't be mad if my girl fell in love with him. Don't do that. Don't let Jay have her. Jay's video was funny until it got to the part where I was involved.
I thought it was an accurate depiction.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like Vergo, it was either that or Morley, so you could pick.
Or who?
Or
Morley. Who would you rather
Why
be,
do
Vankov or Morley?
why do I gotta be a tranny?
Hey man, it's just listen. Just trying to stick to the canon material. What would you rather be?
Wilder.
I think I'd rather be a Vankov.
I'm just
If I had the choice between Morley and a Vankov.
Because one, your sexuality isn't defined yet, and two, you can pick and choose.
Plus, you're like Oda's second favorite character.
Exactly.
Cat.
And Dragon, who is Brago, trusts you the most after Sabo.
That's wild. Bro, I don't know who Joel 978 is. Whoever deleted that can stop. Don't block him. That shit was actually funny. Shit said, "Why are you black?"
Why are you?
Yo, don't delete him. That was actually fucking funny. People are wild, man. I love it when new wild people show up to these streams. Oda said, "Ask Dritz when I'm getting my neck to neck, and I'm not talking about the video."
No,
Square up anytime, Oda.
Dritz,
What's up?
You know what he's talking about, right?
No, I know what he's talking about.
Okay, just making sure you're clear.
I'm down with it.
Question: did you guys? I'm not gonna talk to Sensei because I already know how he feels. So, did you guys enjoy Jinbei showing up at all?
No.
To this very day, I still enjoy it. Like I said, I liked it because of Jinbei. I'm cool with it. Does it make sense? Probably not, but
nope.
He's here. So, there it is.
And I also enjoy Jinbei being back. I don't want anyone to feel that I don't enjoy him being here because of the execution of him showing up, because that's completely unrelated to me personally. So, I mean, hey, if that's how people feel, I just feel like it could have been done better.
No, not people, just me.
Oh, okay, well, if that's how you feel, then I feel like it could have been done better. But
I mean, It could have been done better, but
no, Stan, I agree with you.
It doesn't suck to me at all. I thought it was, like I said. I mean,
that's how you feel. That's how you feel. You don't feel like it sucks. I feel like it sucked. That's just me. But
I feel like it was.
I'm glad that he's back. I was excited. Okay. I'm still excited. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I feel like J-Wo said, what do you think about Jinbei being a painting that Kanjuro made to lead the Alliance into a trap and the real Jinbei will join later? That's impossible because Kanjuro has never met Jinbei.
It also doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Kanjuro has never met Jinbei, so he wouldn't even have anything to depict.
Even if he would, it still doesn't make sense.
That would be corny. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to say it like that. I'm sorry for saying that like that.
Yeah, but as far as Jinbei coming back, it was very anticlimactic. It does give you a sense of fear that Marco's return and Nekomamushi's return is going to be somewhat the same.
It'll be hilarious if Matt's memes, right?
So I mentioned that. I mentioned that in my video. I was like, we laughed about it, but if it happens, I'm not going to be surprised.
Yeah, it's very possible.
What's poppin', Vergo?
Yo, what's up, Feech?
Big Feech.
What's poppin'? Just chilling, yo. What conversation did I stumble up into?
Jinbei's return.
Yeah.
Jinbei's return? You know, bias aside, it could have been much, much, much better, but I'm not complaining too much. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say and call it good. It wasn't good. Definitely wasn't good. But I love Jinbei, so.
Yeah, I love Jinbei, and that honestly clouded my judgment for the entire chapter.
Also, where I'm at with it.
Yeah, straight up.
That's like the other stuff in the chapter. I'm not defending that shit. You know
no, not at all. I was just saying, I love Jinbei so much that it really overshadowed my actual analysis.
Yo, I don't want that's not even in my character. I'm not even like a pessimist at all. But like that chapter, just like rereading it and like from like an actual like objective standpoint, like
I don't know. If they saw your channel for the last 3 weeks, they would think you're a pessimist.
Hey man,
is it a coincidence that in the past 3 weeks he's been talking to me more?
Nope.
Nah, just don't do that. Don't do that.
It's me.
Just a theory.
I might be rocking with that theory.
Nah, fuck that shit. I'm less upset with the last 2 chapters, but like this chapter just really wasn't that good to me. Let's be honest. But the Jinbei stuff just made it like I don't care as much. You know what I mean? Like Jinbei being back kind of just made me not give a fuck as much.
What do you mean when you say not give a fuck?
Like how you were saying earlier that your excitement from Jinbei kind of clouded your like judgment of the chapter. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Like Jinbei coming back kind of initially, like especially on my first read, I wasn't thinking about or cared about anything else.
Fair.
I was like, Jinbei back. Stop playing with me, nigga. But that's also me having to hear for like months all the Jinbei's gonna be sushi jokes and Jinbei's dead and all that stuff.
Those niggas are brain dead though.
Yeah.
We never believed that.
I don't know what's going on, but
I didn't believe it at all. I would
have liked it though.
It's annoying.
No, if it was sushi,
I don't really
understand
understand what's going on with the chat. For some reason, they're all pushing this agenda that Jinbei lost both of his cocks, and I don't really understand.
Sharks do have big. Sharks have 2 penises.
Whoa!
I don't know about how big they are, Jay.
Hey, chill out, Jay.
Well, here's the thing.
Might have to look that up.
This is something Oda actually referred to in SBS.
He said they had 2. No, he said they had 2 dicks. I don't know nothing about big.
Yeah, I have not heard how big shark.
You did say big.
I said 2 dicks.
You no, Jay. You wanted to say. You said big.
Oh, so now I want.
So you was about to say big, veiny.
We heard you.
You see the cap? I didn't say that. Why are you saying I said that?
Jay said Jay
I
wanted.
said
We
sharks
heard
have
it.
2 dicks.
We
I
heard
said
it.
Sharks have 2 dicks. It was confirmed by
Nah, you
ESPN.
started
You
off
started
with
to say big. You stopped yourself.
I actually did
And
not
then
say
said
big.
two.
The word B never came out my mouth.
No.
I never sounded it out. See, all this cap.
Big dick.
We have the recording.
Yo,
I can see no cap.
that
You
was
know what I'm saying? I can
randomly.
listen to
Big
it.
dick.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. What you're saying is cap. It didn't happen. All right.
Just take the element.
All I was trying to say is that Oda confirmed sharks have 2 dicks. He said
Damn,
all
you
along
got
has
fucked
2
up.
dicks. So Jinbei.
So Jinbei got three shark fins. So we talking about?
Essentially, yes.
All right.
Hody Jones too.
And Arlong.
Yo, Jay,
I already said all of them.
you sound like you've been thinking about it.
Does that mean Madam Charlie has 2 vaginas?
Oh, I don't know how that works. Maybe some research is
Dude,
involved. Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Yo, just look up shark dick.
I mean, I look up a lot of dick.
No. I'm not. All right, we can. Next
I feel like
topic,
if any-
man.
I feel like if
no
anyone-
more shark dick, bro.
All right,
Brother, you don't want to
but
read the
Drix,
comment.
look that up.
No,
though.
you the one that said they got big dicks.
I might have
Madam
to.
Charlie can hold this.
I might have to verify whether or not Jay knows what he's talking about. These big dicks.
Oh
I never
my
said
god.
anything. Never said anything of that. There's a lot of hideous, heinous propaganda.
Hit me play.
This is
This is
wild.
ridiculous.
Ha,
So we doing-
ridiculous. All right, I'm done.
I see what you did there.
Jay crazy with the puns today. Wow.
Bro,
It's
but
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous though, but honestly, as far as obtaining Momo and Luffy kind of just smiling and letting him get taken away,
Oh, trash.
it was kind of.
Well, here's
That
so
was trash.
when I read the viz, right, I saw that it seemed as though it's not the best place to do this, but it seems as though Luffy's trying to train Momo into becoming a man from the beginning. From the moment he met him, he's been trying to make Momo become more of a man, same way that he did with Shirahoshi. So it seems like Luffy is admiring the fact that Momo is taking on the challenge, and he's respecting his wishes as a man and not pursuing. That's why he's smiling when that's going on. Now,
That's cap.
granted, again, no, how is that cap? That's
literally cap.
All right, so how's it cap?
If this crazy idea is somehow true, that in and of itself makes Luffy so bad.
But
Oh
that's
my
how it's.
God.
But that's how. That's how
No,
it's been
but like the
presented.
entire scene made it sound like Luffy was making fun of Momo.
Oh God! And the Viz
Yeah, he
translation made it worse for me because he made this comment that and he said for Momo's standards, this is him being a man. Like that doesn't sound good.
He's 8 years old. What do you expect? That's why he said Momo standards.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying, that he's an 8-year-old child.
it still makes it sound. Yeah, he's an 8-year-old child. Another reason that maybe they should have tried to save him.
Well,
We
no,
don't get
you
the
gotta
numbers
understand.
involved.
Well, here's the thing, right? No, I just want to finish my point, Fiji, because
Go ahead, man.
this is someone who's supposed to be fulfilling the shoes of Kazuki Oden. You saw it with Kaido. Kaido mocked him for being a whiny brat, calling his father's name. Luffy mocked him a bunch of times. Kanjuro was mocking him as well. With Luffy, we know that what happens with whiny characters like Shirahoshi, Luffy's always going to jeer at them and make them grow up. That's why Shirahoshi now is a lot braver than she was before, because of Luffy. So Oda's literally doing the exact same thing that they did with Shirahoshi. He's
Except
doing
it's
it
not.
with Momo. But it's the same thing. It's the same
But
context.
except it's not because Luffy never let Shirahoshi purposely get in danger.
Look,
Ever.
Oda in the chat literally just said, Oda said, JD Legend is spitting facts. Getting kidnapped by terrorists is the best way to train children. Facts.
Well, listen, I
Yo!
didn't say it was good. I didn't say it was good. I'm saying that's
I know,
what they're
that's his
trying
intention.
to do.
That's
So I
his
don't know
intention.
why.
I don't think that's even what he's trying to do.
Yeah, I disagree. I feel like he's. I don't know what he's trying to
I
do.
think the writing situation is so bad that Luffy literally thought he couldn't save Momonosuke, and he was just trolling essentially.
I don't know.
And I feel
man.
like he was trying to make him feel good.
Yeah, he's trying to make him feel good, but like the writing situation is so bad that it literally made it feel like it's not like Luffy.
Again, and that
Then why
goes
would-
From the writing
and that
standpoint-
goes back to what I was saying about the execution. Like,
Then why
but
would-
I don't mind that this happened. I'm gonna say that I don't mind that Momo got taken and stuff like that. I just don't like. I don't think how it happened was that good.
Well, I never said it was good, but I'm saying that's what's happening. Why else would Luffy mention that you're finally looking like a man now or something like that? Why would he even mention that?
he can mention that because Momo's not crying about it. He said something basically manly.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean that does not mean that in the situation we're
proud.
talking about that Luffy is letting this happen on purpose.
He is. He's respecting his wishes as a man because before
He's
Luffy
not
even
letting
did
this happen. If he is letting this happen on purpose, he is letting Kaido, by all rights, kill him.
It's stupid. Yes, I know that. But my point is, I literally think that's what Oda is trying to do. I never said it was good. I never did. But I literally
I would go with the idea that Luffy is trying to reassure Momonosuke, but I do not believe that he purposely let him go.
I think it's the latter, and the main reason I say that is because Luffy makes the comment, just survive, and I will come save you later. Like, if he thought, if him saying that makes me think that he really thought that he couldn't save him in that time, and that he's just trying to, he's basically like piggybacking off of what Driss said, reassure and make him feel good about the situation. But I really honestly believe that it's not on purpose. I really think like Luffy thought that he couldn't save him, and that's why he made those comments.
Well, Sin, you could wait. What you saying? You could say the latter. You could definitely go ahead and say the exact opposite of that by saying that he believes in Momo so much that, like, you know what, you're good. Survive while you can. I have trust and faith in you, and I'll be there afterward for the aftermath.
But you can't really say that to an 8-year-old kid. You can't.
Yeah, that's my point. If he wasn't a child, then like it just I don't know.
Even if he wasn't a child, nothing changes.
What up, gang?
I think what you have to understand is like why. What other feasible reason could you have for Luffy not going to save Momo?
The same reasons that all of the other characters didn't do anything and all their things got off screen. It just happened because Oda needed it to.
Yeah, it's a story. It's a story ploy. It's a story ploy, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think it was tactfully set into place where like that was the intent. I think Oda just wrote it so that just had to happen, and then he just made it so it was like a lighthearted thing.
I disagree. I really think Oda did that on purpose. Not to say it's good, but I really think he did that on purpose.
For both our sakes, you're wrong.
I was about to say, what's the
I'm
difference
kind of
between
with Jay on this one.
What's the difference between what Jay is saying and what Driss is saying? Like, if Oda made it happen, Oda made it happen.
But the difference is I think that you could take it either way. It's all up to your own interpretation.
He's talking about the Luffy shit. Luffy egging him on. Like, Luffy saying to Momo, just smiling at him.
Super
Yo, what's up, Skate?
man.
How y'all doing? Yo, what's good?
What's good, bro? About time you came back. We missed you, Skate. About time you came back.
Oh, escape someone.
I'm back good.
About time you came back.
What up, baby?
I appreciate the love, man.
Nah, bro. It just was so. It just seemed. It was so odd and out of place for me.
So we saying Luffy
You know I'm in here.
is out of place?
You said what?
Are we saying Luffy cheering him on? Like, yeah, good shit, you trash ass bastard. Go
That's
figure it out.
basically what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's just odd and out of place for me.
Yes.
What
if
if-
he's
what if
cheering him
we-
on, like it shows that he's doing that on purpose. Like he's like, all
What
right,
did
bet.
Yeah,
I
what do you
think
expect? What do you expect Luffy to say?
Not at
Like,
all.
I think if you go look
Well,
at
we-
chapter 1 and compare the panels where Shanks is actually doing the same thing to Luffy that Luffy kind of is doing to Momo, I think that was Oda's intentions to kind of parallel that, where he kind of he's
but
having
also-
Luffy grow
also-
up and become like a more of a captain, like do certain things that's more.
yeah.
like,
Also, didn't Oda
This is badly
Luffy
played.
treat his ass the first time they met on Zoe, and he was like, "Bro, like, stop bitching. Like, this is how you talk."
No, yeah.
It's
Luffy
Luffy
does
could have treated it
those
like that.
little small
No, I'm
little
not
things.
saying-
Like if you don't notice that he does it, like if you're not like a big Luffy fan, I don't think you'll notice it.
No,
that much.
the context
Luffy
between this
does
and
it a
Shanks
lot.
is so far apart you can't even compare them.
No, actually, it's. I mean, the context. Obviously, the situations are different, and it's like I think it's personally it was bad placing where Oda did it. But if you go and take the panels and put them side by side and like look at them, like what Luffy's saying to Momo and how he's saying it, it's the same thing that Shanks did in chapter 1 in certain panels to Luffy. So that's what Oda. I felt like he was trying to parallel, and it's kind of showing growth for like Luffy and like how he's acting. Even though it was just badly placed, that's all it comes down to.
That's where
It's not just that's badly placed. It's just horribly written.
Where would you have liked it to be placed? Like, how would you have liked that? If it was to play out the same way, how would you have liked it?
Write it in a logical manner that makes sense.
My only issue is that we've seen
And then we're
Luffy. We've seen Luffy and other times trusting his friends and crewmates, but he has some sort of
Except when he doesn't.
he has some sort of negative emotion to go along with it. Like he even though he's doing it, he's still not super fucking happy about it. It's just
Like
kind
what?
of
Give me an example.
with Jinbei. Like when he trusted Jinbei to stay behind, he was still conflicted about it.
I think that situation was kind of different.
That's a different situation.
Bro,
Yeah,
he's doing the same thing. He's trusting someone to do something. He's trusting Momo to.
But Jinbei never had an issue with his own maturity. He never had that issue. So that's
bro. My problem is not what Luffy is saying to him. It's just the fact that it's odd. He's making fun of him and laughing the entire time.
But I'm telling you, it's not odd, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you look at Shirahoshi and Luffy, right, and you see that Luffy basically waited till Shirahoshi basically womaned up and actually called and asked for his help.
That's all I was going to say. Like, he does that to a lot of people. He was willing to sacrifice
the life of King Neptune for Shirahoshi to actually develop. So why is it so surprising that Luffy's doing the exact same thing?
Hold on, wait, bro. And he did the same thing with Momo on Zou.
He was not willing to sacrifice like Kim Neptune.
But you can say that because imagine if
you can't say that
anything.
because the entire crew was there.
Yes, and they wouldn't have done anything without.
They would have. If he was about to die, they would have intervened.
Okay, so what is your case here? Because Momo's not
because they didn't do anything.
But Momo's not about to die, so why would they do something if he's not about to die?
What do you mean he's not about to die?
Listen, if you just on a paper, this is infinitely worse than any other situation because literally they let him go to the person that they know they're not strong enough to defeat for no reason.
Jay, he literally says, you're going to die along with your mother, your father, and I'm going to find and kill Hiyori as well. So,
but you saying that they're not going to kill him.
They're not going to kill him.
Why would anyone believe that?
Where did he just have killed him on the spot?
You don't think that even if they don't kill him right this second, that they won't eventually kill him? What the fuck would they keep him?
Conjuro literally could have killed him while he
could have killed him at any single point.
Yes, he's kidnapping Momo right now for leverage, clearly. But I mean, after everything's said and done, they're not just going to keep him alive. He will die at some point.
And here's my rebuttal to that. Why didn't they kill Odin immediately they called him? Why did they kill Odin at the moment
when you really sit there and think about like their headspace, like if they're not killing Momo right then and there, like when they literally have him in their arms,
why would they kill him now?
Exactly. So that's
and on top of that,
okay, listen. We know that Momo's not going to die, but look at the writing.
But that's not what we're saying.
But look at the writing. Look at Orochi's character. Orochi likes to make a show of his prized possessions. If he catches Momo, he's gonna parade it in front of the entirety of Wano the same way he did.
This would be a different situation.
One at a time, boys.
If they were unable to rescue Momo.
If their entire prerogative was to kill Momo, they would have just did it right then and there. There's no point.
I'm not saying that Momo will die immediately, but he will die. What did Orochi do with Odin? He embarrassed him and he made a spectacle of it. But at the end of the day, he was going to kill him. My point is that even if he parades it as something a spectacle, I think
JD point is the rest. Like everyone knows that there's going to be multiple opportunities to save him. Same way it was multiple opportunities for Odin to not die.
Sure, arguing on the sake of the plot does not justify anything that happened there.
I mean, you just got to look at it from like what I said. If they see him literally capturing Momo and not killing him, and they're not actively trying to kill him, they want to capture him, and obviously there's a reason for capturing him, then his life is not in imminent danger.
That's still insane, though.
What's the point from that? What's your end statement from that? What's the point?
They feel that they have the strength, even though it's kind of like wild thinking. They think they have the ability to be able to go capture Momo and beat these niggas.
But they didn't have the strength to save him.
Or they trust that Momo will figure it out on his own.
For no reason.
What you mean for no reason?
The thing is, Oda wrote it to be like, oh well, Momo is being a man here. He has his moment where I don't agree with this being. I'm just arguing like that.
I had a question.
Advocate right now. It's not supposed to be in there right now. But Momo, go ahead, ask your question.
I got a question. So let's paint a scenario. I want to know how you guys will feel about it. So let's say they do save Momo. And then fast forward, they're in the middle of the war. He gets captured at some random time where nobody knows, and it's just shown that he's captured. Similar to what happened when Odin was fighting Kaido, right? And then Oda decides to let that be the moment that he, quote, becomes a man. Like, he does that whole crybaby shit, and then and has some moment where he says, "You know what? I'm not my dad." Boom, something happens. He frees himself, and then the person that captured him is defeated. How do you guys feel about that versus what just happened?
That'd be better.
Yeah.
I feel like that same shit is gonna happen.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out what you said that would be better, but when that ends up being the result here,
But
why?
no. Here's the thing. Are you arguing? Like, here's the thing. I don't understand what the point is. Like, yes, if this happens later on, yes, that would be cool, but that doesn't negate this. Well, I don't understand what your argument is bringing that up.
That's all I'm
So-
saying,
so-
bro.
so
My
hold
thing
on,
is,
let me-
like, just look at it on paper, bro. My thing is, it's insane. Like, that's the whole point that I'm saying. Like, if we disagree on it being bad, that's fine. But my point is not that Dritz is just saying it's bad writing. That's his take. My take is that
I don't know who's fumbling around,
not-
bro.
Oh, it's my bad. That's
my take. What all I'm saying is that it was completely insane that no one did anything and how they reacted.
That's my whole thing too. The fact that we just saw Luffy casually go into Gear 4 in and out of it like that, and then all of a sudden you can't casually Snake Man get him back. Like, you know, he could have honestly did it.
But here's the thing. That was never the argument whether it was good or bad. We all agree it's bad.
Okay.
The point is that Luffy did it on purpose. That's what I keep.
That's the
my-
point he's trying to
I have
drive
no
home.
argument with that. Like,
But that's
Oda
what
I
I'm
don't.
saying. I don't know why-
Jay, what I'm saying is that I don't think there's enough to actually prove that's the case.
I think
This may
there is.
end up being the case.
You
in the
don't think
future.
he didn't do that on purpose?
I don't think Luffy realized, like, yeah, I could save Momo, but fuck this kid. I'm not saying he actually said fuck this kid, but I'm not saying that Luffy consciously made the decision. I have the choice between saving Momo right now and not saving him. I'm going to not save him.
He chose him to save him later.
Enough in the chapter to
But my
justify
thing is-
that.
I think you gotta sit there and look at Luffy's
I think it's because
character.
Momo made that
No, it
decision.
is, and that is definitely Luffy's
Momo
character.
literally said, "You know what? Don't worry about me. I'll figure it out."
Because the thing is,
you got to sit there and understand Luffy's the type of person to trust in his friends, and Momo he's considered as a friend. Hold on. His friend himself is saying, "I will find a way." So Luffy takes that and says, "Okay, he's going to find a way, but I'm still going to come save you later and try to help anyways. But I'm gonna let you rock yourself right now because that's what you want to do."
Okay, I guess Luffy is a worse person than I thought he was.
He's a pirate. It is what it is.
I mean, that's not a bit.
Yo, what's good?
Well, him being a pirate doesn't necessarily make you a bad person either.
I don't think this feat makes him a bad person.
I think people think that Luffy's like this Captain Save-A-Ho, like he is in some instances.
Captain Save-A-Ho.
But he's not. He's not as good as like niggas make him out to be.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, bro. That's what I'm trying to say.
hey, you know, it reminds me.
He wasn't a hero.
I'm
I don't know
rewatching
how
shit.
this is any different than what Luffy has ever done inside the series before this.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't see how it's any different.
This is
Like,
extremely
I was gonna bring it up, but
This
day
is
one when he
extremely
met
consistent.
Kobe, he told Kobe like, "You're a little bitch." Like,
Exactly, you trash.
He literally-
BB, he was treating all they
He
ass.
punched Vivi in the face, bro.
It's funny that
he Chris Brown her. Like,
it's funny that you bring up Kobe too, because if you go when like Zoro and Luffy are leaving the bar and they're leaving Kobe behind, Luffy like does things on purpose that you wouldn't think he would do. So Kobe acts on his own. He wants these other people to not be helpless little bitches and act on their own.
This is what I'm saying. Like, it's day one Luffy. Like, even if you think it's bad, it's still day one Luffy.
Who was disagreeing? Who disagreed with that though?
Dritz.
Dritz was.
Oh, well.
And you were fighting with him. What you talking about?
I never said. Let me.
Let me just finish what I want to say. Well, my point is, like, listen, if this is the actual intention for Luffy, then like it is horribly written.
No, that's not horribly written. I don't think it's like you can't say it's
Okay,
horribly
I'm
written
arguing against it for the sake because, like, even though I do not like Luffy, I do not want that to be the choice that Luffy made in that situation.
Well, I think that's what
I didn't know you didn't like Luffy.
But how is this any? But Drix, how is this any different than any of the decisions Luffy's ever made in the series?
I think it comes down to you don't like
Context is
Luffy's
different, but what I'm
choices
talking
and
about is from a
personality.
writing standpoint. That's what I'm talking about. From a writing standpoint, it's unjustifiable and stupid.
No, it's really not.
Wait, so check it out.
Y'all not gonna agree on this,
because
boy.
it was unjustifiable every other time if that's the case, bro. Every
No,
single
but the other time, look, this is the thing. It's gonna succeed, but
Is that all PG?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
This is probably going to be the stupidest one. Like the Kobe shit was smart. Luffy was actually smart in that moment. With what's the other fucking examples you brought up?
So it wouldn't have been stupid if Luffy didn't choose to help out Momo. If Momo didn't ask him for help, that wouldn't have been stupid.
What?
I didn't understand the question either.
Yeah,
because Luffy was not going to help out in Wano unless Momo asked him. So if Momo never asked him,
why? Why is he not going to help him when
Luffy was going to beat up Kaido regardless because that was.
No, he wasn't. He literally said, "I'm not doing it unless Momonosuke asked me to."
No, he was going to do it anyway, but the point of that was just to say, like, that was completely different. He was always after Kaido, but the point of that moment, is I'm only going to ally with you niggas to take out Kaido if he is the one that asks. But the point was I'm always going after Kaido, but if you want to ally with me, I want to hear it from this point of. That's what his point was.
I think you just got to understand Luffy and Momo's relationship and what type of person Luffy is.
Guys, listen, I agree. Luffy has this before, but in the situation, oh my God, please, God, no. Oh my God.
If you have a problem with the situation, then
because it makes Luffy look so bad.
I get it. No, I get it. I get that.
I love it because this is like how the fuck don't you guys see this?
Like Luffy should not let these situations happen.
If Alabasta,
it shouldn't happen.
That's all I said. I never once said that.
No, Sin, I agree.
Yeah, I never once said that this is not Luffy's character. That wasn't the point that we were making. I just think it's ridiculous.
I think when you really sit there and look at the chapter, and at the point in time Luffy finds out the arrows are essentially already raining down practically. So like once they stop raining down, and Momo's already saying that as soon as they stop raining down, I will find a way to escape. So like in hindsight, like it's not that bad what he did. He's letting Momo be a man in the moment, and he feels that he's strong enough to help him out either way.
Yo, Jay, check the blacks.
Yeah, Jay, look at that, bro.
No, we're not gonna address it because it's like kind of wild. But just
I'm not gonna say a word.
Yeah, it's better not to.
I'm much more civil than that. Come on.
Oh, I've been peeped that. I ignored the shit out of it. You kidding me?
That's wild. That's wild.
That is as big as
that is wild. But by the way, chat. This is not a versus match by any means. We're all just conversing over our different opinions, and we can do that like men. Yeah, we get a little loud. Fuck it, we men.
Yeah, for you. The thing with whole Luffy Momo shit, like I always knew
y'all bringing it that relationship. Like, there's definitely like something at these, like there's something that you just don't. It doesn't feel right whenever you see that all go down. Like I'm glad everybody kind of acknowledges that at the very least.
What are you talking about? What doesn't feel right?
The whole Momo getting captured and no one doing shit. Like I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm glad convenience at its finest. Yeah, it's just look. I'm just shocked that Kanjo got away with Momo. I always thought Kanjo was getting away, and that in itself is bad. But he got away with Momo. That's why it's crazy to me. Because like they literally looked like they wasn't trying, and then you have this shit with the scabbard straight after, and they just cracking joke of law saying
nobody gives a fuck about Shinobu.
This is the worst addition to the
this nigga Kawamatsu pulled up and just looked dead at like damn.
What the fuck is her point? Why is Shinobu even a character, bro? I don't understand. For real.
Yo, her big ass is still wrapped up in snakes.
She was only there to tell the people of Wano what really happened. She hasn't done shit.
Let me tell you what really happened. So she Morgan Freeman?
Pretty much.
Hey, chill out.
Funny as shit, bro. They don't give a fuck about her. No, but I agree.
Jay Hudson. I'll go ahead, my bad, bro.
No, I definitely agree. It is kind of weird that you got all these powerhouses and you let this one nigga get it.
I don't agree with it. I don't 100% understand it. Even with the point that with Luffy doing it on purpose. I get that, sure. At the same time, what about the scab? Bro, where are the scabbers going, Lord Momonosuke, like they do every other time?
They don't do
Bro,
shit.
they haven't cared about him for a minute.
Kenny Monk is like, yeah, they won't kill him. We'll be all right. I'm like, nigga, what are you saying?
Bro,
Whenever they were getting ready to go on their suicide run, they were like, just go hide in the forest for another 20 years, Momo. Whatever.
Bro, because check me out. And just roasted every panel you see Kenny Mon, Lord Momonosuke, my son. And ever since he got wait, hold on, bro. Ever since he got revealed as not his father, he's like, fuck them kids.
I'm screaming.
These niggas is A1 actors. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
They were watching
Genjiro, Ashura.
Oh yeah,
every one of these niggas is every one of these niggas is an actor. But the funniest part is like, as soon as Condra was a traitor, they were like, "What? Like, nigga, he's an actor too. Like, you're all actors. You should know. Like, come on."
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. But like, I do agree though. According to the plot, if they wanted Momo dead, that kid is dead. So he's clearly he wasn't in as much danger as thought. Don't worry, what you said, Skate?
I said Jinbei's gonna rescue Momo. Don't worry about it, bro. He's here now.
He's here.
That's
the second strongest straw hat is here.
Honestly,
he's gonna jump on the ship and say, "What's gone is gone," and then he's gonna say, "We're gonna have to fight
What is dead may never die."
If he said, "What's gone is gone,"
I think Jinbei pulling up.
If he dies, he dies.
That was thinking that we gonna.
What is dead may never die.
What if they all just forgot about Momo?
Yo, Momo dies off screen.
That shit would be hilarious, bro. If they pull up to like in the middle of the war, oh Momo, I completely forgot you were captured. Like, they do some shit like that. That should have me weak as hell.
Yo, this is how they gonna do it, right? They gonna summon what's it called? Sugar's gonna come back out of nowhere, right? Turn Momo into a toy. They beat Kaido. Nobody remembers Momo. That's a wrap.
You know, that would be the kind of twist I would actually like.
That'd be so
And
bad.
then he always like, at the end of the arc, everyone's celebrating. Aren't we forgetting someone? Nah.
Yo, it's like Ray Zero trips.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yo, that'd be wrong.
I actually never finished ReZero.
That would.
I don't really know what you're referring to.
Also, Jay,
I know
there is new Ray Zero content.
April 30th, right? I saw the over.
It got delayed.
It's already out on Kiss Anime.
OVA,
Oh, word?
Word.
The OVA is out?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to call it over too, dog.
I call it
You didn't call it over, bro.
Nigga, it's an OVA.
No, it's an over.
Bro, I be
Hey, hold on, bro. Hey, bro. Did you call it AMV a AMV?
Nah.
Nah, bro. That's a whole different type joint, bro.
Virgo, that was you, bro. That was definitely you.
Yeah, that's definitely some prototype Virgo shit, bro.
Yo, nigga, that AM hit, nigga.
Hey, yo, y'all seen that AM you posted?
That One Piece AM?
Dog. Oh my god.
Y'all, that's funny.
Like, man, I was thinking about posting the AMV on my channel, man, but I don't know.
Hey, I couldn't have agreed. Like Free Boy Frankie said, "How are these guys going against two Yonkos? There's no tension at all. They're just cracking jokes and shit."
They have Jinbei and Zoro. Like,
they got everyone they need.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
They got everything they need. Like what do you expect? Zoro's back.
Zoro's commander level, so who cares?
I mean, if we're being honest, like, no one can really fuck with us other than Big Mom and Kaido on their side.
Exactly.
Wait, Nani?
That's Cap.
Luffy is folding anybody. Hold on. Other than Big Mom and Kaido, who's fucking with Luffy right now on their side? None of them.
Hey, yo, hold on.
I mean,
wait.
What are you talking about? None of them niggas are fucking with Luffy. For one,
so Driz, when he says fucking with, he's like, so Driz, he means who's an actual threat?
Different nobody.
Yeah, he's saying who on that alliance side is an actual threat to Luffy, and honestly, probably only the Yonko.
King, bro.
King.
Hold on.
Luffy should no longer be fighting commanders.
This is how much of a threat King is to Luffy.
Luffy should no longer be fighting
underling
commanders.
is beating King this arc. Why is King a threat to Luffy when his underlings?
Luffy couldn't beat a commander, so
exactly.
it'd be a close fight.
Luffy couldn't beat a commander.
Yeah, couldn't beat one.
Luffy will struggle with King.
We just beat Katakuri like 2 years ago.
Luffy has gotten a couple of power ups.
Never actually beat him.
Definitely beat Katakuri.
He never beat him in a fight.
Oh,
but he beat him with the talk no jutsu.
He beat him.
He literally knocked the nigga out and got up first.
He beat him.
He actually didn't get up first. Katakuri got up first.
Luffy literally got out the hole first, and then Katakuri stood above him. So
Katakuri had been standing the whole time, bro.
Actually, Luffy didn't even beat Katakuri. Katakuri beat himself.
He literally
Katakuri.
Katakuri is still strong. He realized that he had to beat himself for Luffy to win.
Luffy didn't even land the most.
Katakuri really beat himself when he knocked him on. So Katakuri knocked himself out.
Luffy didn't even land.
Hey, hold on. So what he's saying is, have y'all ever seen an episode of SpongeBob?
He knocked himself for Luffy to beat him.
He had to nerf himself 3 times.
Katakuri literally knocked himself out.
Have y'all ever seen that episode of
He stabbed himself in the gut. He stopped using his devil fruit.
The only reason that he literally stabbed Luffy was because his little.
I mean, it's not gonna matter because Luffy's scaled like up way more than we think he actually should be. So it won't matter. Trust me. I promise you guys.
He could probably beat Cat now, maybe, but I mean, doesn't mean that King ain't fucking with him.
Maybe.
And I still think that's a high.
Well,
I mean, like, if we're escalating towards endgame, Luffy should not be fighting.
Katakuri's not beating Luffy. The Luffy that stepped on Wano with the ship capsized on the beach.
No, well, here's the thing. If we're talking, no. This is no trolling. I'm being serious here. If we're talking about the Katakuri that Oda had to nerf outside of him stabbing himself in order for Luffy to win, yes, Luffy's beating him. But if this is Katakuri using the abilities he actually has in the story, then it is questionable.
The abilities that he has, and he's not getting shot at by Fontaine getting stabbed.
Yeah, including that.
Okay, so then
very, very questionable.
And Luffy's beating him because Luffy's
very questionable.
You got to understand something. Luffy's, if he fights Katakuri at that point in time, at the beginning of Wano, he's getting probably hit half of the time that he did, and hitting Katakuri twice as much.
Right, yeah, that's what the Katakuri was up at them. If Katakuri is allowed to use the abilities of his devil fruit that he actually has, that Luffy had no counter to,
like the burning mochi.
Like the burning mochi, or the fact that his devil fruit is supposed to be sticky, or the fact that Katakuri stopped using his awakening, even though
he had a lot of effective maneuvers that he just stopped using.
The nigga stabbed himself. Can we leave it at that?
Honest. I can really leave it there.
This is the problem with Luffy and Katakuri fight. People think that Luffy
he stabbed himself.
Luffy progressively got stronger throughout that fight, and it was
Luffy, bro. I know how it went down, bro.
That's fair.
Bro, listen, bro. If you don't want to take the manga, if you don't want to take the manga, let's watch the anime and watch him get beat to sleep for 13 episodes.
And then you can see on the final episode, Katakuri getting knocked out.
It sounded like Ty.
In fact, you know what? The nigga stood up first.
To be fair, I think I can.
The nigga Katakuri stood up first.
I mean, I bring an eraser.
If me and you were fighting and you beat my ass the whole fight, but then I knock you the fuck out, are niggas gonna say you beat me up?
No. Hold on. What happened was? Rufy. Let me give you a better analogy. What happened was I beat the shit out of you the whole fight. You got a couple of haymakers. We rocked back and forth. I stood up first and said, "You gonna beat my mama?" All right, fam.
You gonna beat my
and knocked out.
All right, so let me explain how it actually happened. You were beating my ass, and then I started beating your ass, and you started beating my ass, and then we knocked each other out, and then I got up, and then you got up. You asked me some questions, and then your ass got knocked. Then your ass fell back to sleep because you couldn't think no more.
Realistically, at what point do you really think Luffy was quote beating Katakuri's ass?
Never.
Beating his ass?
Never did.
At the end of the fight, he
never actually beat Katakuri's ass.
He never beat Katakuri's ass at all in that fight.
Ever.
I mean,
the thing with that fight, though, you need to understand there's a big difference in their endurance as well. That's the main thing. That's why I think if they refight, if they have a rematch now, Luffy's winning.
Yeah, Luffy wins. No, Luffy's. I told you, PG, I'm telling you, Luffy scales up more than anybody thinks he actually is.
Bro, it's not even close anymore.
Like, exactly, Brago. Hey, hold on. Hey, Rufy.
It's still a high difference.
This conversation stinks.
It smell like bitch in here.
It smell like bitch in here.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Rufy. Hey, Rufy, you forgot the part where I was whooping your ass and then you ran away.
Oh, it's definitely not close.
Hey, Brago said, what about when he ran away?
Exactly. You forgot the part where I was whooping that ass and then you ran away.
That's strategy.
Oh, yeah.
That's strategy.
My bad. It was a tactical retreat.
Exactly. The time's going to retreat.
No, it's like this would be like a.
Plus, for a man who can see the future,
like Floyd Mayweather got out of the ring and ran back to his locker room and then came back.
And then he got.
He went back.
Hey, if it's within the rules.
When he was training, he had a dream about when he was training.
Or a little flashback.
Hell yeah, came back with some new techniques. Woo! Hell yeah, he beat his ass.
Hold on. Was Goku stronger than Frieza at the end of Namek?
Yes.
I guarantee Frieza was beating his ass that whole fucking beginning of that fight.
Okay, but
he also transformed.
He shouldn't have killed Krillin.
Nigga, when Goku transformed, Goku was stronger by like a good margin.
The difference between Luffy and Goku is that Goku ascended. His mind and body ascended. That's what.
Not only that, but what Goku did to Frieza after transforming is not what Luffy did to Katakuri.
Exactly.
I mean,
dog shit out of Frieza.
Hold on. Like Goku didn't even beat Frieza. Let's be honest. Like he.
What? Oh no!
Yes,
He
let him live.
He was smacking that nigga around.
Literally. Bro, somebody get that clip of Goku bitch slapping Frieza, please.
I didn't say it like that.
No.
But you just said he let him live. You said he let him live.
I meant like he didn't beat him in the sense like he didn't kill him. Like he didn't kill that.
Yeah, but
nigga.
Akainu didn't kill Aokiji. Did Akainu not win?
Of course he won. They both Goku and fucking Akainu both won. They beat their opponents, but they let him live.
Okay, but you just said he didn't win it. Like
you gotta kill the nigga.
We're switching the conversation.
So you gotta kill nigga. So you gotta kill nigga, but you can win without what?
Smacking his ass.
All right. That's how we
you have to kill a nigga to win, but you don't have to kill a nigga to win. Is that what you just said?
In One Piece, no one dies. Bro.
Hey man, apparently you win if you get wrung out now.
If you get what?
Yeah, that don't work because I don't think Whitebeard beat Akainu, but Whitebeard took Akainu out of bounds. So I don't think that's how it works.
I mean, niggas say he won because he went out of bounds.
Yeah, but that don't make no sense.
Ring, no, it
doesn't. How does it not make sense?
Can we please not get into that argument? Can we please not get into that argument right now?
That's one argument I'm prepared for, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to that one. You niggas are talking about some trash right now.
Let's gang up on Fiji.
Anyways, y'all, I'm
let's talk
heading
about
out,
something
y'all.
else.
It was a good day.
Niggas still has 3 lives.
Yeah, hey, hold on. Y'all gonna stop ganging up on my nigga Fiji every stream.
Nah, I don't want to gang up on
I don't even do that.
Fiji wants to get ganged up on.
Bro, I just sit here and eat my
food.
You saying he wants to get ganged up on?
That sounds kind of sus.
Mega pause.
Hey, bro, that's how Fiji like it, bro.
Chill.
Pause.
We gonna call him Capone Gangbang Fiji.
What?
Damn, I'm mad, bro, because I ain't even hear the gay shit, bro.
What?
You're mad about that.
What?
Bro, I'm gonna laugh too.
What?
Wow.
What is happening?
It'll be another.
Wow.
Don't mind.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, ACB in the chat said,
I'm gonna have to bring the vibe back.
Hold up,
Please
bro.
don't.
ACB just said, Cat put a tumor on Luffy's eye. Had that nigga looking like a zombie. He really, bro, that nigga really had a fat ass lump on his eye.
He did lump his ass up.
Didn't Luffy have that niggas calling Katakuri Hadakuri for like 6 months?
Yeah, they called him Hadakuri. People said we were going back to Wano. He was gonna come back with Jinbei in the hat.
Oh, Vergo gay, bro. He said Fiji down for
check it out. So how soon do we get?
You ain't gonna repeat that shit, bro. You don't gotta repeat that shit.
Fiji is facts, bro. What you talking about?
Shut the fuck up, Skate, bro. Stop saying that
shit. Relax.
This is the energy that I came here for.
This that baptism feature. Just BDM.
I'm about to hit y'all with the
We're ready for it.
No, we are not. We are not ready for that.
I'm ready for it.
All
right.
Wait,
how soon do we get an explanation for
wait,
Jinbei's return?
what? YouTube is weird. I could donate
if
to
it's
myself.
not in the next 3 chapters, and you have permission to call it trash as many times as you like.
3 chapters? You say 3?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
3.
I honestly think Jinbei is going to come back with a pseudo world report before we continue on in this arc.
Well, if he info bombs us, I'll be fucking happy.
I think he is.
They do be doing that.
He always does. He always info bombs us.
That's a good idea.
Hey, Luffy, let me tell you what happened, cuz. So, boom, boom, back.
I need that immediately, bro.
Facts, bro. I need the extra. Oh, bro, I'm gonna be so happy. Oh my god.
This nigga can't. I'm looking. Bro, I was looking for missing limbs. I was looking for it all. That nigga came back clean.
I need to close this fucking chat, bro. Fuck this chat, bro.
No, Fiji.
Fiji, wait. You're
Fiji,
committing
don't
one of the
explode.
mistakes.
You're giving them ammo.
Fuck the chat, bro. I'm saying.
No.
You gotta do what Drake said. Do what Drake said.
Now the chat's gonna be coming for you even harder.
Right, bro.
Bro, you're making it
You
worse.
gotta flip it, G.
Dude, you got a piece of paper on you. You can write down these things.
Exactly. Write it down. Embrace it.
We have to do this again, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Fiji,
There's
bro.
a lot of
Fiji,
rules. So
you don't,
there's some complexity.
Fiji, you don't want to act like Draco.
Right, I was just about to say, don't pull a Draco, G.
Yo, Draco be opening himself up to this kind of stuff.
Oh, he be opening himself up.
He'll literally say, I'm not insecure, and then proceed to say things that make him look insecure.
Exactly.
Anywho, y'all, thanks for having me, Virgo. I'm heading out.
No, are you serious?
Nah. I legit go. Fiji,
come
The reason
on.
I'm here is because you're here.
All right, I'm gonna fuck with you.
I'm gonna fuck with you.
Oh, Fiji, don't leave, bro.
Oh,
wow.
For real? Nigga. Get out of here, nigga.
I'll chop it up with you later, bro.
Hey, JD, what Ed wants to say? I ain't even touched you yet.
That's his first form.
Yo,
that was the first form.
That picture I made of you of
Kaidi
and Whitebeard.
Fuck is you still here for, nigga?
Yo, come on, man. Niggas seeming like cyber bullies now.
How? We ain't do shit.
Okay, well, no, here's the thing. When have we not been cyberbullies?
Exactly.
You're right.
That's a good point. That's a very strong point.
Bro, this nigga Vergo in the chat just talking about commandos.
What about the command? Brago the biggest bully.
Vergo is a cyber bully, bro.
Brago the biggest snake out of all of us.
Damn, bro.
Oh yeah.
Bro, Fiji's so chill. He don't normally get mad like that. What's up, big dude?
What's really good?
Someone, Dexter said, "What's gone is gone."
Hey, yo.
Oh man, that was
All right, so we beat Kaido. Okay, Big Mom's captured. Where's Momo at?
Oh my god.
Do y'all actually think both of them are falling, or just
Yeah, I
one?
think so, man.
Yes.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I mean, Big Mom. Now, if you want to talk about poor writing, Big Mom 3 arcs in a row is wet.
Beyond poor writing. That's the worst writing I've ever seen Oda do.
2 arcs is too much.
That's trash.
He already overbound.
2 arcs is too much, yeah. 3 would be like overkill, I think.
If Big Mom was in 3 arcs, what would y'all be?
That's beyond being a dead horse.
Reading.
I would be crazy. That'd be crazy.
I would.
I continue reading, but it'd be painful.
I ain't going.
Yeah, it would be very
I'm not going to drop One Piece.
It wouldn't be believable.
I don't think I'll ever drop One Piece, but like I'll probably just be like, this is trash.
If Luffy low diff Jack right now, would y'all drop One Piece?
I would be okay with that.
No,
I would need a reason why.
Luffy literally right now can blue no Jack.
What?
Like,
I feel that. I feel
I
that.
believe so.
I feel that.
I have a question.
If he could, but I don't think
No, here's the question. Here, this makes sense depending on how strong power scale Luffy right now, in your opinion. If he can low diff a Jack, how strong does that make Luffy?
I mean, so do you not? So
Luffy right now is the tier above category.
I want you to.
So what does that mean? How strong is he relative
Wait,
to people stronger
can
than
you answer
Katakuri?
something for me?
Like the Kaido Drix?
No.
Like,
I think he means the verse. Dritz, do you believe that Luffy is currently, after all these power ups, top 15?
Top 15, maybe.
I'm pretty sure Jack is not.
Have him top 15.
So Jack might not even be in your top 40.
Jack is probably top 40.
Yeah,
he might be
top 30.
So I'd say a top 15 guy could probably whoop a 40 guy's ass.
Well, no, because you're still in commander territory there.
I think what you got to really take into consideration.
I don't think any first commander is neck dipping or low dipping a third commander.
That Luffy brings to the table right now. I think
That's
fair.
That's fair.
Remember when niggas thought that Oda made a mistake when Luffy did the King Kong gun when he was training his hockey and shit, and niggas thought he just did a regular Kong gun on the big ass iron thing.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of a showing. Like, if Luffy right now can just do King Kong guns casually, and he's adding Rio on top of it, and he's gotten his hockey's even stronger, his physical capabilities are even stronger, he's just overall stronger, and you like really sit back and think about that. If he can willingly just do multiple King Kong guns in a row, he's folding a lot of fucking people.
King Kong Gatling.
Wait, Rufy.
Let's get it from your perspective. If he's a tier above Carter Curry, what does that make him for you?
That means he's admiral level.
That means he's admiral level. That tier above category, I would call it like the admiral candidate tier, but it's not. You're not an admiral. Like you're like with the Marcos of the world, the Sabos of the world, like people like that. Those are strong people that can fight against admirals and like Yonkos for a short while, but they would never win as of right now. But they're definitely better than people like Carter Curry or people.
Dixar just made a good point that if Luffy can low diff Jack, then why can't Big Mom low diff Queen?
Because Queen's better than Jack. Jack can't look
It
Queen in
can't
his
be
eyes.
by much.
Like Queen literally walks in the room, Jack looks at the floor. Like, what are we talking about?
Why can't it just be
Don't do the Aniki thing. Like no.
And this is the thing, Luffy's tiers above Queen too. Like what are we talking about? Queen's not even a right hand.
Tears?
Hold up. Queen did knock out Big Mom, so let's hold up.
I mean, we can be disingenuous, but I mean,
wow.
I mean, hey, I'm all for the Big Mom slander. Let's go for it. He knocked that bitch out. But at the end of the day, like Queen, not even like the main nigga on his crew. Like, and we're talking about Luffy right now, who already beat the main nigga on Big Mom's crew, and he's gotten multiple times stronger than that. So why is Queen and Jack aren't even in the discussion? Sanji is probably beating Queen this arc.
Well, I think that goes back.
Should tell you how much stronger Luffy is.
I think that goes back to the conversation we had earlier with you about like a lot of us don't think that Luffy beat Cat. Like he beat Cat, but we don't think that he.
I don't know if anyone here outside of you actually believes that Luffy legitimately beat Cat.
I mean, he didn't legitimately beat him. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, he won, but he didn't beat him.
He won, but there's a difference in beating someone and winning the fight, in my opinion. Like,
yeah, bro.
Overall, I don't think he beat Cat
at all.
I think when you look at that fight at the very end of it, like you can make an argument for Cat because he beat Luffy's ass that whole fight, and then like they tied out whatever, and Luffy won, he walked away. But when you take into account like the Luffy that got onto Wano, right, against a fresh Cat. No outside interference, no Flampe shooting Luffy, no Katakuri stabbing himself because of Flampe. Katakuri's hitting Luffy less than the last fight that they had, and we've seen what it took to knock Luffy out in that fight. So this fight, he's hitting him less, and Katakuri's getting hit more in this fight. How is Katakuri winning that fight if he's getting hit more and hitting Luffy?
I kind of talked about this before, but Katakuri had multiple abilities that he was not allowed to use in the fight. Because he would have won.
What do you mean he didn't use in the fight?
He didn't.
Only one occasion. He forgot that the main difference between Katakuri's fruit and Luffy's fruit, outside of being a special Pamisha, is that Katakuri's fruit is sticky. Every time that Katakuri, he only used it once, like twice really, because he used the mochi, the surround, like why would Luffy eat the donuts? But literally, Luffy had no counter.
Luffy can literally eat the mochi. And
not when it's on his arm.
And when he's
like
punching it,
he even saw it at the end of the fight. Whenever Luffy was in Snake Man, whenever Katakuri, he used his stickiness once and he slammed Luffy into the ground.
Let me.
He stopped using his awakening for no reason.
He never stopped using his awakening.
He did.
His donut form is his awakening. He used his awakening to go into his donut.
Yeah, but he didn't change the environment.
On the floor, when he's moving, the floor turns into mochi, and that's how he goes real fast in his donut form. And
yeah, but he did not use the full
power
awakening that we saw.
Yes.
I thought the nigga was just a donut.
That's neither of that can be confirmed.
Okay. Neither of what can be confirmed.
That your statement that him gliding on the floor is awakening.
Wait, there's literal panels of the floor turning mochi. What do you mean?
He can also create mochi.
He turned the floor into mochi. What do you mean? He didn't come out of it.
He turned the floor into mochi. He actually traveled under.
All right. Okay. Cool. Okay. He turned the floor into mochi, right? But he can still turn the entire environment into mochi. And whenever he did that against Luffy, Luffy literally couldn't stop it.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest difference.
And he even let Luffy go get Snake Man at the end of the fight.
That's what I was about to say. He didn't let Luffy go get fourth at the beginning of the fight. He's like, why would I do that?
Exactly.
At the end of the fight,
because he said,
so if you keep,
he's
killing the whole fight.
I agree, Big News.
This is how people look at the fight.
As the fight went on, he started to respect him and get a weird ass fucking bro boner for him. and was just like, I want to see more. I want to see your best shit. Hit me.
That's dangerously accurate, Vergo.
That's literally what he was doing, bro. And it was his own demise, and that's why we say he whooped his own ass.
I think there's an argument to be made for like that fight specifically, but the fight that they would have if Luffy went to like the Wano Luffy, the beginning of Wano Luffy, like if you take that Luffy and like look at everything that Luffy has, he's going into the fight with Future Sight from the very beginning. We already know what his endurance is. We already know what his durability is.
Yeah, and that's why if you take that upscale Katakuri.
What did pre-jail Luffy do to make you think he was that much closer to like full-on Katakuri?
I mean, I seen in the fight Gear 4 Luffy fight equally against Katakuri going all out, so that showed me right then and there.
But he didn't.
It's comparable. But so and
Katakuri was weakened and he didn't use them.
Luffy, what do you mean? Luffy was weakened. It's the same thing. They're both on an even playing field. They were both stabbed.
But what we're saying is, to your point, you're saying the Luffy that touched down on Wano before getting knocked out by Kaido and going to jail and training is going toe to toe, or is easily beating.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
That's not what I said.
Okay.
No, the Luffy that touched down on Wano, that's extreme diff, another extreme diff where Luffy's going to need like medical treatment after he leaves the fight, but he beats Katakuri. And it's going to be definitive this time. Like, not where like they both knock each other out. Luffy's not getting knocked out.
All right, well, that's more of a better take. I think
that is a better take. I feel like that wasn't your take at first. But
no, I said the Luffy that did the training is holding Katakuri now. The Luffy that went through the hockey training, physical training, handcuff training, all that shit.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, what diff are you talking about?
What's your diff?
What does fold mean?
What is folding? What does it mean to fold?
That sounds like low diff.
Yeah, it does sound like low diff.
From what we could tell, like let me ask you this. So what we've seen Luffy fight against Kaido, he punched him with Kong guns and Kong Gatlings and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Didn't even hurt Kaido. Mm-hmm. In your honest opinion, is Luffy gonna go into this fight?
Welcome
and
back.
Before he even goes to the court, if he punches Kaido, is he even gonna hurt him slightly?
No.
You don't think he's gonna hurt him not one time before Gear 4?
Not by himself. If he does it, it'll be through the other people's efforts.
If he does like an elephant gun with Ryu, it might show us a little something.
Yeah,
the entire point of Luffy learning it was to get through Kaido's skills. If Luffy has it and he's like,
but Luffy, but here's the thing, right? If you do that, like only if Kaido's vulnerable. Kaido's not going to be at his strongest, and Luffy not being in a strong form.
Are you saying that Kaido hockey's up and in Luffy hockey's up that he?
I'm saying replace the Luffy that punched Kaido in his face in the beginning of the arc with the Luffy right now, but he uses a Gear 3rd attack. Would he damage him even 0.05%? Would it hurt him?
Nah. It might irritate him. Yeah, 0.05. Yeah, that's pretty small percentage.
It should just irritate
training, and Luffy's gonna hit this guy, and it's still not gonna hurt him.
I don't think
it shouldn't, because at that point,
that much.
No, Luffy. If it does more, if it hurts him, that means if he goes Gear 4th, then that nigga's gonna be Yonko level.
I think when it comes down to it, you guys are underestimating how much Luffy's grown. He's gonna hit. I guarantee you this right now. I want you to remember this dream. All I'm saying this right now. When we get into this war, I guarantee you, remember this dream. Luffy's gonna punch Kaido in Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd, and he's gonna hurt him
by himself.
So check it out. Wait. That's my question. So you got Gear 4 Luffy soloing, bro. What
he's not soloing. It's gonna be Luffy, Kid, and Law.
You literally just said he will hurt him in Gear 2nd
by himself.
Listen,
by himself.
You're saying that if Luffy punches him, he can't hurt him? That's ridiculous.
In Gear 2nd, no.
Gear 3rd. Gear 3rd. If he does that,
no, neither of them. He needs Gear 4th.
I guarantee you.
Look, you have to take into account when they fought, he used like Gear 3rd attacks, and they didn't hurt. I'm not saying they hurt Kaido, but you're saying 0.05%. Sure, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'll give you a 0.05.
If it's 0.05% and it's a Gear 3rd attack, that means his Gear 3rd attacks are significantly better than his Gear 4th attacks previously. Right?
Wait,
so when he goes into Gear 4th, that's going to be
he might do like 1 or 2%.
That's going to be significantly better than previous attacks. We've seen Gear 4 already be able to go against Katakuri, and now with it's amped the fuck up with a Snake Man, that's just going right through Katakuri. That tree, remember that tree? That's Katakuri's fist every time they fucking clash.
Oh my goodness!
But I'm telling you now, like Kaido, if he hockeys up, like, cause you're talking about whenever he goes to fight Kaido now. I'm saying when Luffy fights Kaido now, he's gonna be hockeying the fuck up. Like Luffy's gonna have to like actually do some like crazy shit if he's gonna do anything to Kaido.
The way I could
I'm
see
talking
it is
about
that
King Kong
the
Gatling,
way I
bro.
could honestly see it is that I think that Kaido won't hockey up because he doesn't respect Luffy, and maybe Luffy tries really, really hard and he's able to like dink him up a little bit, and then Kaido starts trying.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you this right now. We're gonna get a Horty Jones 2.0. Kaido's gonna be sitting on his chair. Luffy's gonna bust in that door.
Rufy, my guy.
Kaido's gonna eat the pills. Yo.
Bro, I'm telling you,
you're making it sound like Luffy's just gonna straight up just solo this guy.
No, but you guys are making it sound like Luffy can hit this guy and not even hurt him still, and like that entire like training.
Not in his weakest form.
Bro, so I know you're.
I don't think base Luffy is hurting Kaido at all. Like,
bro, so you think we're underestimating? I think you're severely over.
I think
there has to be a balance.
We all think that Luffy's going to eventually hurt Kaido, but like it's not like he'll hurt him in gear second, gear third, and then gear fourth. He's like almost a match for Kaido.
Yeah, so there needs to be a. So right then and there needs to be a simple medium.
Luffy at this point in time, no matter how far we get into the dark, will never be a match 1v1 for Kaido.
Rufy.
Wait.
What you're telling me? Wait, hold up.
That's exactly how we felt about Katakuri.
Rufy, what you're telling me is that Gear 3rd Luffy is going to do significant damage to Kaido, and then in Gear 4th, they're basically toe-to-toe.
But that's the thing, though. Like, I'm more in the mindset, like, Luffy right now in Gear 3rd can kind of hurt Kaido. And, like, obviously, Kaido's his own, so, like, even if you can hurt him, it don't fucking matter. He's going to out-endure you. So, when you look at, like, if he has a quote-unquote, like, hybrid form or whatever he's going to show, like, whatever the big villains show at the end of their fights, how they always do, that's going to be, like, that's going to be his better even defense. But, like, the human form that we've seen and, like, the regular dragon form, if Luffy hits Kaido with a Gear 3rd attack, I can't see him not hurting him right now.
Okay.
Well, we agreed he could maybe ding him up a little bit, but it's not going to like do anything.
But if he can ding him up a little bit and hurt him, that means his attack power
this is like
significantly higher than
Kaido. If Kaido's talking, it's definitely not even touching him.
Yeah, I mean, exactly, because Kaido would have to not hockey up at all in order for that to like affect him. If
Kaido hockeyed up and Luffy tried,
exactly,
he's not even
scratching. He's not even touching. He's not scratching him.
I think if he hockeyed up, that's when they would take like Gear 4. But like the Kaido that's sit there and,
you saying Gear 4 Luffy right now is taking Kaido all the way?
I'm saying Gear 4 Luffy right now can punch Kaido with like a King Kong gun and hurt him. Of course, if you're saying otherwise, then I don't know. Like
with a Kong gun, he better hurt him.
If you mean draw blood, okay, maybe.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. So with draw blood,
hold on.
Wait, hold on. With draw blood, are we capping it at that? Is that all we're doing? Are we saying it draws blood and nothing more, right?
Yeah,
I think
he can draw blood.
I think when you look at Luffy having like this advanced level of hockey and like only person other that's shown it is Rayleigh, like people are kind of severely.
Wait, hold on. A lot of people have.
Nigga, Sensamaru can do
it. Other than Rayleigh has shown putting hockey into something and imploding it. Nobody has shown that other than Rayleigh and Luffy.
And Sabo.
Okay,
and
that one. Yeah. I think okay. Yeah.
Wait, what about? Wait. You said Sabo. But you also
Sabo like released his hockey and did like a wave, but it didn't seem like the same like.
No, it's definitely the same.
Nah, Sabo done the same shit as Rayleigh. I just remember.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, Sabo and Sentomaru.
I mean, Sabo's that
nigga. Sentomaru ain't do it. Sentomaru
and what about the Admiral?
And the Boa sisters, they done the second stage.
Yeah, like y'all are talking about like the wave shit. Like Sabo, like when he broke the Coliseum and shit, it didn't implode. Like it broke apart. But it didn't implode.
No, dude, I just read
that. It went straight through the Coliseum all the way down to the basement when Sabo breathed on it.
No, that was with the fire.
Powerful.
That was with the fire. We're talking about his dragon claw.
Yeah.
That's not about the dragon claw, though.
Yeah, that's the third level hockey. That's what Rayleigh done.
I mean, I'll give it to Sabo, but still, at the end of the day, like.
Sabo's a monster anyway, so yeah.
You ain't gonna have me arguing Sabo. That nigga's a guy.
But yeah, that nigga.
Virgo.
I mean,
Yo, what's up?
Mera, he first commander level, bro. With the Mera,
what's up?
he above that level.
Yo, Virgo.
Double beating Dofi without
time, bro. I'm a hot ball.
All right, bro. You
All
be.
right. I'll let y'all, man. Y'all be smooth.
Yo, peace out.
Peace out,
Stay
Sensei.
black, white, and sanitized.
Oh, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Yo, shout out to the 140 folks here. No, I do not believe that Gear Force Luffy is fucking solo entitled.
Solo.
I don't think anyone believes that.
No one believes that.
Yeah.
That's cap.
I could probably solo Kaido.
What?
I don't know what happened.
I'm not sure that way.
Is that ice?
It was good.
I hate this thing, bro.
Wait, you call that nigga Ice?
I always call him Ice, man.
You call me Ice, bro.
Ice
Still
Fox?
put respect on my name, bro.
My man's Ice Fox. Sabo ain't beating Dofi without his fruit.
Yes, he is.
I think
I disagree.
That's an interesting debate to be had.
You gotta
he's
look
got
at it.
advanced hockey.
You gotta seriously look at it like this, right?
It's a
I
good
think
fight.
it kind of depends on how strong you think Ace
That's
was.
a good fight.
But Sabo, like 2 years ago, was comparable and on the same level as Ace. That was a second division commander 2 years ago. Then he got 2 years of training.
Why was he comparable? He could have been stronger. Bro,
Wait, what? Why was he anything
you
to
can
Ace?
say that Sabo was stronger than Ace,
That
honestly.
doesn't hurt his point.
But it don't hurt my point.
I'm saying where did he? I'm saying where did this point even come from? He could have been weak or
What,
stronger.
being comparable?
No, because
Why is he compared at all?
So if you
The
think
essence of his very character.
Why is he compared at all?
All ASL portrayal? Like,
Guys,
stop. Like, what kind of question is that?
Stop.
You said since they were
Guys,
equals,
enough.
Okay, the story's narrative points that way.
Enough. It's a head bazooka. Enough.
It's a head bazooka?
It's fucking
Well,
like
y'all-
God.
that they fought 50 times and Sabo won 23.
They were fucking toddlers.
Yeah, and
Okay,
then
but
honestly,
It's a wild take. But regardless,
how far do you think Ace was from Luffy?
Bro, Fujitora is basically
Guys,
Yonko.
don't compare
This
them.
nigga went head to head with him.
Stop.
That's enough.
Yo, let Virgo get.
We really have no credence to compare those guys. We don't know how. We know nothing about Sabo's journey 3 times except that he trained.
I think
We're just saying like the story's narrative. That's it.
story narrative, like when they were young,
If
they
we're
were
just gonna give the benefit of the doubt,
equals. Then when we get introduced to Sabo, he's a number 2 of an organization without a crew, and he's always been shown to be comparable to Ace. So Ace died 2 years ago, so you would think Sabo right then and there is stronger than Ace 2 years ago, and then he gets a Mera. He's pretty fucking strong.
He's very.
Wait, but what's the argument y'all are having right now?
I don't think they're really.
Sabo versus Dofi.
we were talking about.
It's not an argument. I'm saying
It's
like.
it's not really an argument, honestly.
Well, what's the discussion? What y'all?
It's
Sabo versus
kind of define like how strong you think Sabo was before his fruit.
Not even that. It was Sabo versus Dofi.
It was
and then we were
some-
killing
before-
Sabo.
before
We
that,
didn't really
someone
lose
said
to 'cause we
Sabo-
already know who would win.
Sabo would lose to Doflamingo without his fruit, and I don't know.
That's cap.
I don't know about all that.
That's cap.
Honestly, I think Ace. Honestly, like Ace probably beats Dofi.
Bro, hang on. Okay. Do y'all take
Some
into
hot takes
consideration? Do y'all take into consideration the fact that Sabo was using advanced armament hockey during Dressrosa?
I do, and that's why I don't think that he would probably lose.
That's literally the first thing Rick said.
He's fucking
That
Dofi up,
he
bro.
said that he said.
I mean, and if we want to go off the,
Can y'all let him talk?
Damn. But nah, the first thing Driss said was that he would give it to Sabo just off of he had advanced armor.
Off the
That
strike.
was like that. Which I agree with. Like the advanced armament hockey is not something. It's not a laughable thing. It's not something you just. Oh, that's not a big deal because it is. So I also give it to Sabo. I think it's close. I don't think it's like a body, but.
No, it's a body to me, bro.
But-
If I think Burgess is commander level, and Sabo done that to Burgess, I don't think Dofi doing that to Burgess, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So
Burgess is getting
I feel
beaten.
that.
He's losing.
Wait.
No, Dofi is definitely working Burgess, so I don't want to hear that.
Bro, everything that Sabo
No,
did,
Fiji, I don't want to hear you
everything
say that.
Sabo
I
did
literally
was
saw this
casual,
dude take
bro.
on a flying fish and he tried to punch it and he did nothing to it, bro. The fucking fish in the Coliseum, bro. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
Yeah,
Dofi's working that, bro. I don't want to hear niggas talk about Burgess' tomato over that,
I don't know what you
bro.
talking
So
about.
ass.
Listen. I just want to say this. Like, are we really saying
because I feel like Blackbeard's crew makeup is just a little bit different. So are we really saying that Burgess is as strong as a commander just because of his place in Blackbeard's crew?
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm literally rewatching.
Guys, one at a time.
Y'all are.
Burgess just doesn't give me off of like his portrayal and what he's done. He doesn't give me no commander vibe. I think when I think of other commanders, I don't think of Burgess.
I think whoever like Sanji and Zoro kind of fight a little bit throughout the story before we get to Burgess is going to determine how strong he actually is. So like, let's say Zoro and Sanji beat King and Queen this arc. By the time they get to Burgess and shit, like he's got to be stronger than like King and Queen, right?
Yeah. So my thing is, how strong do you want these Blackbeard commanders to be if they're going to be the end game villains for these Straw Hats? So you want these guys to be all these commander level people. If they're going to be beating first and second commanders now, then how strong are these Blackbeard pirates?
No, I just think
strong enough to beat the red hair pirates.
What I'm saying, Vergo, is like I don't want Burgess to be weak. I just think right now he's not anywhere near what his peak will be like in the series. Like I feel like Burgess might get a devil fruit. He might get like a big boost in his power from now until like endgame. You know what I mean? Like I just think
definitely
Burgess
gonna get a devil fruit.
Yeah, I just don't think Burgess is like top tier as of right this second. But I think endgame, yeah, Burgess is gonna be up there. He's got
my thing with
I agree, Sid.
He can't be too far away from where he's at and like get a devil fruit and just go up like 10 tiers.
Why not?
He's growing right now. Like I think we're in Wano, but we don't see what the Blackbeard pirates are doing. But I think him and like Wano Burgess is stronger than when he was in Dressrosa. I'm literally reading / watching Dressrosa right now. This nigga's ass. He's bummed. He is. He's literally fighting a fighting fish.
You checked the entire Coliseum. I don't know where the fuck you got the flying fish shit. Like, why are you capping for Skate?
I'm not capping. I literally saw him try to
watching the anime, bro. You're watching the anime.
I read and watched it.
Literally shakes the entire Coliseum.
PG, I read and watched it. You cannot just say I'm just
okay. And he shakes the entire Coliseum, and Sabo easily goes up to him and blocks his attack.
I'm talking about his powers. I'm talking about his. Of course, Sabo is doing that to Jack, in my opinion. I think. Well, durability wise, it's
not even right. He one part of the Coliseum. He doesn't shake the entire Coliseum.
He literally. This guy literally says. Gats literally says the Coliseum is shaking. They shake the Coliseum. You can see it. Oh good lord! He sent a flying fish right into the audience and created an air hole with his arm effortlessly.
I don't think anyone here. Well, I can't speak for everyone else. I'm not saying Burgess is weak.
No. I know.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's the only reason I'm saying.
Like, I think from now until like endgame, like he'll definitely grow. Now, do I think it'll be tremendous? No, but I think that goes back to like something I was talking about a couple days ago. We were on stream. We were just on VC, but like I feel like a lot of people forget. Because they're so invested in what the Straw Hats are doing and how they're growing, that One Piece is a moving part. Like the world is moves on as other things are happening. So like to say Burgess, like I feel like some people will forget maybe that these other characters will grow in strength and do things while off screen. You know what I mean? Like I feel like people forget that. So like I think Burgess, I think definitely. For them to just not be doing anything is crazy to say. Like they're definitely doing stuff. They're definitely, I feel like, growing as like characters and strength wise. So I just wanted to say that because I feel like people forget that. Like
I agree.
It's not just the Straw Hats that grow, do stuff like.
I don't think anybody forgets that. We all know it's a moving world. That's why every time we come away from the Straw Hats, we get developments about the story.
No, when I say that, I don't mean us, because of course we know that. But I'm talking about the community in general. Like, I feel like
they do that for Smoker a lot. Like niggas don't realize when Smoker come back, he's gonna be a monster. But
every time, bro.
Also, like Lucci.
Every time, bro.
Smoker, I love it.
Smoker are gonna be different every time, bro. I keep telling people.
Now, like the thing with Kobe is undeniable, bro, because he's been different every time we've seen him. But Smoker, Punk Hazard, they tried to take the piss out of Punk Hazard Smoker when really and truly, I actually don't think he took L's like that. There, he just had unfortunate. He was just unfortunate. He had to go up with people's superiority. People exaggerate it because, in my opinion, bro, I think he's stronger than Vergo in Punk Hazard.
Hey, shut your dumb ass up.
That's cap.
What? Why? How's that cap? We can go right now. We can.
You want to go?
Panels. I have the panels. We can
You
go
have the
right
panels.
Nigga, your panels are
Nigga
false.
said he's-
Afterwards,
why is
when
he
you
not
show me
stronger
all
than
of your
Vergo?
little
Wait,
panels,
Wait,
I want you to show me the final panel of that nigga on the ground.
Smoker stronger than Vergo during Punk Hazard?
No.
Yes.
Fiji spitting facts.
No, he's not, Matt.
Yeah,
what?
Gang.
I also agree.
So
I agree.
How do y'all agree with that?
Y'all bullshitting.
Honestly, like when you go break down the panels in the manga, Smoker is definitely.
If Smoker was stronger, why did Smoker?
Why did he just whoop his ass?
Why did he have to get beat up in order to get Law's heart back?
Madara, you know there's something called character motivations, right?
Character motivations. If you want to repay a debt, that's cap. That's cap.
I understand that, but why does he have to take a beating in order to get the heart back if he's stronger than him?
It was because the point is.
Why can't he just outright beat his butt?
It's because they're close in strength. Of course, he's not gonna. He has to play the cards right. He's putting his debt.
So how was he stronger than close in strength? I'm so confused.
Exactly.
How was he strong?
Yo.
If you are stronger than Vergo, why can you not just beat him and
beat Vergo's butt?
Beat him and take the heart.
That makes no sense.
Guys, listen. I'm gonna help Fiji here, but like the context of what Vergo himself says when he's fighting Smoker is clear.
You're not using your fighting
You're
style.
fighting different.
He literally
says
"This is not how you fight. No wonder you are acting different."
That's
it's
a fact.
Because literally, he was not trying to win the fight.
Dritz, I understand. Hold on, Mother. I understand that, Dritz.
Go ahead.
I understand that, Dritz. The reason why he changed his fighting style because he knew what was imminent, first and foremost. Second of all, he knew he was going to take that L because he switched his style. He wanted to repay that debt. If you're winning and you're doing well with the style that you had already, why would you switch it up if you're already going to do that? If you want to repay the debt, wait. If you want to repay the debt, knock Vergo out and give the heart back.
Bro, let me get this straight. So he already accepts that he's just going to get his ass whooped already, right? So he says, hey, I'm going to make the ass whooping even worse, and I'm going to get my ass whooped even more.
No, that's dumb. No, what he said was,
that's what you just said.
No, that's not what I said.
That's what the fuck you just said.
That's not what I said. So, that's not what I said.
It sounded like you said.
I know what Vergo was trying to say.
Basically, what you're saying. You know what he was trying to say?
You know what, Vergo? Let me not speak for you, bro. Go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is he was fighting him. He seemed to be doing well, but he's already noticed that there's a difference in hockey. There's a difference in hockey, so he switched it up. He goes, you know what? I might not be able to beat him. I'm going to switch it up and get this man's heart back. Because I'm not going to be the one to be able to beat him.
Okay. I'm not going to concede that point because he definitely did have superior armament. He said it himself. But the point is, Smoker was dominating him. He was consistently outspeeding him, clashing evenly with him, getting hits on him.
Wasn't even moving.
What are you talking about? There's literally
was standing still the entire time.
What are you talking about? There's fucking 4 panels of Smoker getting hits in on him. Literally 4. He elbows him in the face. There's another panel of him getting a punch right on in his face.
How much damage did Vergo take from any of those hits?
None.
He was bleeding.
0.
He was literally bleeding. He was literally bleeding.
Like Page 1 was bleeding, but Page 1 took no damage, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking
God.
Fiji, we got you. Fiji, we got you.
So the Sanji fan is gonna go ahead and
we got you, Fiji.
No, he never. This is completely different. This is completely different. No, it's completely different because you can see they're literally put next to each other.
Before we go to Sanji versus Page 1. You know,
just was not Smoker's Island. It's that simple, man.
If you want to take the manga and see that he didn't really take any real damage, if you really want to go by the manga, I think it seems worse because he's whooping Vergo's ass and all of a sudden he's out in the panel. But that's fine.
The entire point of Smoker.
If you want to go by the anime, he embarrassed Smoker. If you want to go by the anime, he embarrassed Smoker.
Yeah, it was nasty.
In the anime, they did him dirty, bro. Like
broke his jute and everything.
Oda really hold Smoker by telling the animators to be like, "Yo, like just let Smoker lose like this." Like, nah. Whatever he did was wrong.
Because guess what? If you think it was unclear that Vergo was stronger, the anime made it very clear. Because when Smoker used that white blow attack and Vergo hockeyed up his face. After that, he whooped on Smoker a little bit. Then Smoker changed it up to try to get Law's heart back after he was disheartened.
That never happened in the manga. Did that happen in the manga?
He wasn't even hitting him until he did that.
The anime is the manga source material. What are you talking about?
No, what? What did you just say? It's the other way around, nigga.
Bro,
but that's what I meant.
So with the manga,
bro, y'all know that's cat, bro. About the
nigga, is the manga not the source material of the anime?
Oh,
it is.
Lord.
That's all I'm
Did you
saying.
just-
Like, what are y'all doing? Why y'all even
Like, why are you trying to fight?
So an off-screen fight. So an off-screen fight. So an off-
Because you know
why
what,
Big
you're
Mr. Kakaino
because
in the
you're
anime is
acting
the
like
same
you're
as
acting
why
as
Mr.
though
Kakaino in the
Smoker
manga,
won in the manga and
Absolutely. The manga
no,
is
Fiji,
absolutely,
Fiji.
absolutely.
Yeah,
You know,
It's the same
yes,
thing.
hold on.
Why Mr. Kakaino in the anime is the same
Because
as it is in the
my
manga.
problem
You just
here,
said that. You
my
said
problem
that.
here
You
is
said
that you're acting as though
100%.
Smoker won in the
You are
manga
creditless.
and lost in the anime.
Bro. I'm just telling you, the manga is the source material.
So tell me that. Tell me that. You're acting as though Smoker won in the manga and lost in the anime. That's what you're acting like.
Yo,
Which is
Jay
false.
don't want to go against that point because it makes Sanji look worse.
Oh no.
How?
Everything ties back to Sanji, man. Everything ties back to Sanji.
Sanji wasn't beating Vergo neither. What y'all doing?
Sanji was bodying Daifuku. What are you talking about?
Everything goes back to Sanji, man.
What
It's
the
embarrassing,
hell?
yo. It's embarrassing. Everything goes back to
Body page 1, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's the best.
Okay, Jay, I don't agree with that, but come on. Stop.
Smoker not beating Vergo. Sanji not beating Vergo. Like, what are y'all doing?
The entire point of Smoker losing his fight against Vergo was to emphasize how far Smoker was willing to go so he doesn't owe a pirate favors.
Clarify myself.
Why do you have to get your ass beat when you can beat the antagonist and give him the part back? You repay your debt.
He would have switched his style back. He would have still lost.
This is the point, though. Look. You may believe that it does not make any sense for Smoker to throw the fight rather than winning, and I understand
what was
that.
the point that Fiji made that was a good point?
I said, Fiji, go ahead and say it again, actually.
Basically, the entire point of Smoker losing his fight against Vergo was to emphasize how far Smoker was willing to go so he doesn't have to owe a pirate any favors. It's a character-defining moment for him. It's more than just, oh, I'm going to let you win. Like, there's way more to it.
And there's multiple moments that support this, by the way.
No. That nigga don't sound like Leegee. He sound like Leegee.
We're meeting on here.
But how does that make sense? Why do you have to go so far? Why do you have to get beaten and bruised to prove that point when you can just beat the antagonist and give back the heart?
So I'm trying to figure out when he came to that realization.
Look. Smoker, Vergo.
You guys are hypocrites. You guys are hypocrites. I'm gonna tell you right
How
now.
we hypocrites?
Right?
Jay, I know you're in troll mode right now, but like it's just coming off as cancerous, dude.
Yeah, not the H word.
I'm telling you, and this is why, right?
I'm being
How
dead
can
ass.
you say?
Is he gonna talk about Sanji? Because I'm gonna leave.
All right.
Every time Fiji doesn't talk about Sanji and Zoro, it sounds pretty
that
good.
Smoker is basically who's someone who's stronger, is basically deciding instead of me actually just beating Vergo and taking his heart, what I'm gonna do because of my pride is I'm gonna dick around and get my ass beat and steal the heart so then
What
Law can
sense
do
does
it.
that make?
You're okay with that. You're okay with that.
What
but you're
sense
not
does
okay
that
with
make?
what Luffy did in Wano. You're not okay with that.
Jay, let me put it this way, right? So if Vergo, we don't know what Smoker looks like when he goes all out. If he goes all out and wants to like defeat Vergo, does that put Law's heart in jeopardy at all?
Wait, I don't see how.
Not really.
Law's heart is literally. What happened whenever, like, listen, the heart is very. We saw what it did to Monet. If he accidentally punches that heart, it could kill Law.
What?
The heart.
Yeah, if he uses it like. We saw a little knife.
Okay, no, I understand how that makes sense, but wow, you guys are really grabbing at straws. Okay,
yeah. That's not grabbing at straws at
all.
That's not even the point.
Well, hold on, time out.
Wow, Driz, I expected better from you, bro.
Did Smoker switch because of the heart? Like when he was punching Vergo, did he hit the heart or did anything?
Never hit the heart.
This is the thing. No, but at the start of the fight, that wasn't his point. Look. During the early part of the fight, he was trying to fight him to win because he was enraged. This nigga Vergo was killing his subordinates and shit.
Yeah, he was very
dominating Vergo. That entire part of the fight.
Vergo was taking next to no damage. So how was he dominating?
Yeah, no. It doesn't matter.
Vergo was taking it. Vergo
was trying his hardest though. He literally hard-keyed up instantly, and he was still getting hits and he couldn't touch Smoker. Smoker was dodging one of his attacks.
So my question
Vergo didn't touch Smoker until he nerfed himself.
Yeah,
Vergo even said that.
My question to you guys is, while Smoker was dominating that fight, which he definitely was manga-wise, where did he have this random epiphany to decide to not want to win?
It was off-screen, and I'll explain it as this.
Off-screen?
It was, because we come back to it, and once we're back to it, we just see Vergo as landing hits now. It was literally 3 chapters, and we come back to it, and Smoker's getting hits. Vergo's getting hits in, and Smoker's taking damage. And instantly, we hear Vergo say, Against a superior Haki user, turning into smoke and increasing your size, your volume, just makes you a bigger target. And before, the way Smoker was fighting was he was outspeeding him. He was getting hits in through speed. He was faster than Vergo. And the superiority in Arm and Haki, I don't think it was anything that large because they were clashing equally as well. That's my point. And when you move on to it, you can also see, since the entire point of this fight was to emphasize how far Smoker is willing to go so he doesn't owe a pirate any favors, you may believe it doesn't make sense for Smoker to throw the fight rather than winning. And I understand that. I can understand you thinking that. But that's sort of not the point of the fight. The point of the fight is that Smoker did something that doesn't make sense because that's how far he's willing to go. That's the point. He would go to any lengths to not owe it to a pirate.
So boys, is that what we're running with?
That's what I'm running with. I'm saying the entire purpose of the fight, like just to reiterate, Smoker making the choice to intentionally jeopardize his chance at winning the fight in order to return Law's heart to him, it's supposed to be a character-defining moment. It's supposed to emphasize how far he's willing to go. He's on the floor bleeding out and saying, with this, we're even, hurry up and end it. Like,
so in summation, what I'm hearing is there's no reason for it. Smoker's stronger.
I'm not saying there's no reason for it at all. I'm saying either way, if I can understand people saying Vergo's winning or is stronger, but it's extreme diff. I'm saying Smoker wins at extreme diff. I just think Smoker was the superior fighter, and what happened in the fight was, even by a little bit, yeah? He's superior by a little bit. But what happened in the fight was his motivations changed, and that's why he inevitably took the loss.
But you have no credibility when you say he's the strongest fighter because there's no facts to point to that.
No, so you're saying
literally an entire fight to point to that. Literally the only time Smoker was getting hits, like Smoker was getting hit, was when Vergo switched.
When Smoker nerfed himself.
I agree with that. But to say his motivation changed and that there's no reason for it unless him randomly having an epiphany is crazy.
How is it crazy? That's the whole point of it. That's the point of the fight.
Jay, what were you going to say?
That's literally the point of the fight.
Just because Smoker is quicker than Vergo and he could get a couple of hits and does not make him stronger than Vergo, because then we saw Vergo's overwhelming strength when he tried that white blow right on Vergo's face, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm tired." Full body hop.
Stop using anime only. That never happened in the manga. That never happened in the manga.
Okay, then what about the bamboo attack then?
What bamboo attack?
Because that took Smoker up.
In his belly? Yes, and that's literally the moment when he said it. That's the only attack Vergo got in the entire fight.
And it finished the fight. And it finished the fight.
But Jay,
that's the only because all the other fights were off screen. All the other attacks.
Didn't the same thing with Sanji and Page 1 happen? And you said that Sanji beat Page 1.
I said he won the exchange. I never said he beat him.
Yeah, he won the exchange for sure.
Yeah, never have I ever said that.
But it's not the same thing with Vergo and Smoker at all.
Well, from what Jay just said, it's the same.
It's not though.
It's not the same. Sanji was literally kicking the shit out of him the entire time.
Sanji was superior. Sanji was superior to Page 1.
There was never a single point in that fight where Page 1 was superior to Sanji.
And the thing is, imagine if he would integrated Haki into the attack. Then Diablo was gone.
You love to try twist and put words in my mouth. Nobody ever fucking said that shit. My point with the whole Sanji Page 1 shit is that Page 1 is such a tank that I expect Sanji to have to go all out with attacks. Page 1 isn't landing anything on Sanji the way I see it, but Sanji's gonna have to pull out Hell's Memories. He's gonna have to pull out some mad attacks, and that's why I can't call it a low diff, because if you're pulling out your entire arsenal.
I didn't bring that fight up to talk about that. I just was saying that the speed, the whole speed thing with him, like Vergo wasn't doing anything to Smoker until Smoker nerfed himself. So why is it okay to say that Sanji was dominating Page 1 with speed, but not say that Smoker can dominate Vergo? I don't understand.
Because we've already seen Vergo actually hit and damage Smoker to show he's clearly over.
In one panel.
In
one panel?
Yes.
One panel versus 3 panels? 3 panels of Smoker giving him that fucking blood?
All it took is one panel from Kaido versus Luffy for us to know Kaido is considerably stronger than Luffy in that one panel. Sometimes that's all you need.
Good lord.
That's a good point.
I can't believe you just made that comparison.
Jay,
I can't believe you. No, yes you are. You're very wrong.
Let me jump in real quick. Jay, you cannot say that, bro. Luffy was landing punches on Kaido, yes, but the punches weren't doing anything to him.
It's the same thing with Vergo.
No, it's not.
It's not.
How?
It is not.
Everybody's telling you in the manga it's not like that, and you keep saying it's
like bro, it's not like that in the manga, bro. The manga is the original source material. Don't be pulling out this anime stuff, bro. We're not referencing the anime because we all know how convoluted that is.
Unless we're saying Batman's commander level.
No, we're not doing that.
Exactly. So we shouldn't use the anime for Smoker versus Vergo.
Not even
use bro. We shouldn't use the anime for any debate.
I agree.
That's
I feel like the anime is for purely entertainment purposes. If you want to argue about it, use the manga.
Y'all so disrespectful, bro.
Y'all will literally bring up the anime to debate, though.
No. The only reason I bring up
bro. Like
the only reason I bring up
say no, because I hear you debate anime all the time.
Anime to reference for debates, bro.
But even Oda,
hypocrites.
but even Oda.
Man, I will literally the episode will come out in the anime and they will debate only the anime. That's what happens. I'm just saying.
But none of us have done that.
No. Hold up.
That's
No, niggas would not debate the anime. Niggas would talk about what was wrong.
That's a hard cap.
Did we not
Who in this call used the anime as canon fact?
Did we not just debate the Race with Sanji episode like last week, bro?
Yeah, literally.
As canon fact. Remember what we talked about, Jay? We talked about this made Sanji look not as good as it should have been. We never said that's what happened in the manga.
You was talking about just the anime. You guys said that that's probably what happened that Oda just
No, I never said
nobody ever said that.
Why are you putting words in our mouth? I have never said that
on Twitter that hates Sanji saying that shit.
Why do y'all watch the anime?
You're getting us confused.
Why do y'all watch the anime?
No, we haven't, bro. My main thing with that episode was I wanted to see whether or not Sanji knocked out page 1, and even if he did or didn't, it's not canon to me. That's it. Like, I just wanted to see whether or not he did, because if he knocked him out in the episode, it would have told me that he's out of the game. I would have.
How is it not canon?
That's what I'm saying. What are y'all doing?
How is it not canon if the manga's the source material? I'm so confused. You know what's not canon? A movie, Stampede. That's not canon.
All right. So Jay, by your standards, every single thing that's ever happened in the anime is canon.
From this point forward, yeah.
No, that's
from this point forward. No, you have to
The only things that we could take.
You are not ready for Sanji to get low disc by a fucking cloud. You are not ready for that shit.
What?
I'm gonna destroy you.
I don't want to hear this, bro. I was literally debating with the dude. I know what you think about Sanji in that anime episode was way different than what you're saying right now. I'm just saying.
What? In the anime episode, have I ever said that?
Yes, Peckham's dead body bag Sanji.
He bodied the fuck out that nigga. One shot.
That's good.
Pow.
He did knock him out.
Too long, Peck, and woke him up. Oh no!
I can't speak. I don't want to speak for
So I did
conversations you've had with other people that I don't think that matters.
So I did hold on. So I did a slight reread. So I was taking that time.
Are we about
Why is this going to some dumbass Sanji Zoro shit,
bro? Yo. I'm not trying to take it
The conversation has devolved.
In a One Piece conversation, you can guarantee Mihawk and Shanks and Sanji versus Zoro. Come on, bro.
Yo.
Bro,
I'm not trying to yell.
We all know that we don't use the anime
I'm not
first.
trying to
We
yell.
reference the manga first.
That's a fact.
So why can't
That's fine.
Bro, why can't you
Are we
reference
really out here talking about the credibility of
That's
Toei's
fine.
fucking animation, bro?
That's fine. We can talk about the manga. I took some time and went back and reread. So now listen. So what's going on here? So what I was saying, the Vergo and Smoker were clashing evenly, and then it went back to Smoker seems to be a bit banged up. Vergo seems to be a bit banged up. After that, it seems as though Vergo explains like, "Oh my goodness, why are you using your devil fruit ability to a superior hockey user like me? You're making yourself look worse." Then he goes in, he gets only Take right then and there. So right before that, they were just fighting normally. So between that time, Smoker made the decision, I'm just gonna change my mind, give Law his heart back, give up on the fight.
Bro, it's obviously a plan to get his heart back. He's not just gonna immediately jump into the fight, fighting like a dummy.
So he tried to fight him. Like
whenever he used, the only reason he used devil fruit was to get the heart back. That's why he used it.
But that's what Vergo did.
And then he got
The only reason why he used his devil fruit, which is what Vergo just said, he commented, "Why are you using your devil fruit in this way to fight a user like a hockey user like me?"
Correct.
And then he gets one shot by the
correct. So he no longer came out as firing.
But the original argument was, why would, if Smoker was stronger, why didn't he just beat up Vergo and give Law his heart back?
And we've said that he's not he's not strong enough to be able to do that.
Yeah, he's not
okay.
He's stronger. Like
because Fiji said
not a single argument, and Fiji himself said he is not that much stronger.
Yeah, he literally said it was close.
Fiji literally said that they are comparable to each other.
So Dritz, is that justifiable for?
There's no way on God's green earth that Smoker goes in, blitzes Vergo, beats the shit out of him, and takes the heart.
I agree.
Like,
so
it
is
can't
that?
just happen. It can't just happen like that.
I agree. So Dritz, is that justifiable for him to throw the fight?
That's the point.
Yeah, he was doing it for Law.
I'm not buying it.
It comes down to like Smoker doing the same thing.
You can argue, is it written? It's like earlier, right? When we had this conversation, you guys were right when you said, yeah, Luffy's done things like this before. Was it written well? Not particularly. This was written better than that.
I would disagree.
Because we get context after the fight.
I mean, we do get context for it.
Between Law, between Vergo and Smoker.
Yeah, we do get context for it. So
we get context.
I'll give him that.
To believe it.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll give him that.
Give Vergo fans, one thing I'll give them, not Vergo fans, but the guys who are saying Vergo's stronger, is that Vergo wasn't at 100% and Smoker was. Because Vergo just had a couple Diable Jambes, he had a counter shot, Law hit him with a counter shot. Like, they barely done shit to Vergo, but you have to account for that. So, if you want to use that, like right before the fight, Vergo,
I know that, but niggas say that Sanji does no damage all the time.
Yo, don't do it. I tried to stop you.
Bro, why do y'all keep on, bro? Can we actually, guys, why is it so hard for y'all not to debate about the parties
I don't
involved?
want to hear that because I literally hear him say he doesn't do
Guys,
any damage.
I don't want to yell.
I don't want to hear that.
I really don't want to yell.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Niggas do be
Y'all
saying
make
like
it so hard to debate about the parties involved. Y'all bring in separate entities every time.
good lord, bro.
Literally had me.
For the love of
It's like y'all
God.
niggas can't listen, like.
No, you had me before, and then I listened to you. That's the problem.
What's the point?
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying, bro, it wasn't 100.
Scape switching sides.
This is beyond me.
Punk has it, man. Who knew?
But niggas think I'm crazy. That's why. That's why.
All right, so I have a question. Do y'all think?
You got 5 minutes.
Do y'all think Conjuro is going to be a like Trable level villain, or do you see him as being much more
honestly
of that?
He's about to draw Roger and Odin, bro.
If he's
on some awakening shit, he's gonna
be real annoying for like the alliance, but Kennymon's probably gonna beat him. So
I think if he's a very, very good artist like we think he might be, he could actually be dangerous.
Yeah, he could be.
I think it was that's one thing I will say about the Sakurai. Like, we got a little bit, like, we got to see a different kind of side of Conjuro and his combat abilities as well. Like that whole the ink arrow thing, that was kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, he was raw, bro. When he said Kawamatsu, get out of my face, you fucking fishman.
He also he blocked the shit out of Kawamatsu as well. Like, so he's raw. Before I ain't gonna lie, I was sleeping on him, bro. I was asleep. I thought.
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
The ink fruit might be like one of those really versatile fruits that are like good in a lot of situations.
Yeah,
I don't know if it in like a one-on-one situation if it's like one of those strong guys.
I think it could be, bro. He's drawing clones and shit. He hitting them with the shadow clone jutsu.
I think it depends on how strong the
drawing is. Like it depends
Imagine a fucking admiral with that. Look what they're doing, bro. Imagine, like, there's potential.
Yeah, but how strong can the drawings be? Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's probably, we have to,
I think the drawings probably depend on how strong Conjuro is. And, like, we know, like, he's strong, he's a scabbard, but, like, at the end of the day,
what if he does some, like, awakening bullshit where he's like, if I draw Kaido, he can be just as
Devil
strong
Fruit
as
has a
that.
lot of potential.
Like, what?
Could Crackers Biscuits use hockey? I forgot.
Yeah, they did.
We put hockey on them, yeah.
They could, right? So you think Conjuro's Paintings can? Because he does have hockey.
You would assume so. They would
Conjuro does have hockey.
That kind of goes crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
That's kind of lit. Yeah, that's kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie.
Better than Conjuro's probably with his hockey control is probably better than Cracker.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I forgot which one of y'all said it, but someone.
Bro, I'm gonna be shook if he actually commanded.
I don't know exactly, but someone said during like their fight, between Kinemon and Kanjiro, Kanjiro drew Odin, kind of play with his head.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
That would be like a character moment for the Scabbards.
I feel like Kinemon's gonna probably
Y'all
be
have a lot of hockey tonight.
Because like if you feel like think about it, like the fire probably would melt the ink. So that probably might be a direct counter.
Oh shit, that matters.
That's true. That is true. I didn't even think about that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Fire. I'm liking that. That's
Foxfire Kinemon.
Bro, hopefully someone comes next chapter and intercepts Conjuro. I don't know, bro, but if Conjuro goes back,
if Marco comes in the air, what you gonna do, bro?
He's gonna get away. Conjuro in the air is a scary sight.
If we have Marco on our side, it's really over.
Ask that same question, but directed to Matt B.
Oh, Matt, how you feel about Marco flying in and kicking Conjuro out the air, bro? How you feel about that?
How do I feel about what?
Marco coming and kicking Conjuro out the air.
Well, I mean, I said next chapter if Marco and Ekamushi like pop up, it wouldn't surprise me at the rate that Oda's going with trying to wrap up the loose ends. But what but on another note, right? I don't think that's gonna happen. I hope it doesn't anyway.
I hope it
doesn't happen too.
I love
If it
Marco.
does,
I want his
then-
interest to be epic.
Instead of Marco, what?
I said I want him to have an epic entrance.
Marco? Instead of Marco, I think Izzo should show up.
He's
buzzing at him.
Yeah. I had a theory that he was.
I mean, that's very possible. They can come together.
You think Marco's message is gonna be about Izzo? Honestly, like, what's the message?
Unless Weevil killed him.
Yo, I swear to God, if we pair to Marco, he's fucking dead because of Weevil, bro.
Nah, I don't know, bro.
It could be the poneglyph.
I just like, god damn.
That'd be interesting.
kinda
But
wild.
boys, I actually have to shut it down. I have plans. I'm sorry. Much love to y'all. If y'all are having a good debate, though, I think that one of the big homies here should keep this debate going on another channel. Who gonna step up to the plate?
You said what?
I think y'all should still have this discussion going on another channel. Who gonna step up to the plate?
What discussion?
Who gonna step up to the plate?
I'm saying keep the discussion going between all of y'all. Y'all seem to have a lot of hockey today.
Today's definitely a hockey day.
That's what happens when you cooped up in the house.
I mean, yeah.
Nigga.
It is Monday, too.
I mean, I'm probably gonna play Smash in like a couple.
You playing Smash?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
You said the Smash King is here? I am here.
You might as well just end it, Vergo.
Yeah, I am. But hey, man, thank y'all for coming through. We got 150 live watching. I really appreciate it.
Before you end it, Vergo, just let the people know Jinbei, the New World Frankie, and we out of here.
Jinbei, the New World what?
New World Frankie.
Yeah, just like how in Eni's lobby, niggas thought Frankie was stronger than Zoro and Sanji.
That's cap.
But Jinbei is. But I digress. That's a stream for another stream.
Nah, bro, you know Jinbei gonna get nerfed like Robin got nerfed when she joined the crew, bro. It's gonna happen.
Hey, yo, quiet. Like the stream. I love y'all. Subscribe if you haven't already.